We are live! Hey guys, it's Alex O'Neill here. I've got Evan, Scott, and Nabishin with me for some sweet, succulent bonus content.
Bonus.
So I had a moment today, guys. I'll tell you about.
Is it a senior moment, Alex?
It was a weird moment.
You're getting up there in age.
I am. It was an old man moment.
I thought you were coming out.
Not today, Nabishin. That's the one that's like Damien will listen to the podcast until I come out, and then he's like, "Fuck."
And
then I'll stop.
He'll have a flashback from the party. Oh my god, I did that to him! Oh my god!
This is my fault. I made this. So I went to Chipotle for lunch today, as I tend to do. And I realized, like, when I got there, it was 2:25, and there's a high school like right up the way, and it lets out at 2:10. So it's just full of high school children.
That sucks.
And what sucked the most was I saw so much of myself in all of these disgusting little children. And it was like the first time I've had a moment where I'm like, this will never be me again. And it was surreal, and oh god, it sucked. I was just sending the most cryptic of text messages to Ethan and Damien while I was in there because I was just so alone and upset. But yeah, it was something else. It was an out-of-body experience.
I've had those. It was like when I played Sonic Adventure 2 again after the longest time, and I went against my nephew. Like, oh, look at this. I was trying to show him the game. I was like, hey, look at this. I could just do this like with no problem. I could almost do this with my eyes closed. I'm like, I kept fucking up. He's like, you're not very good, Uncle Pride. Like, shut up! I know how to play this game.
I know how to do this. You can't tell me I suck.
Yes, I can.
So yeah.
Yeah,
that made me feel bad.
Yeah, I've had those moments before as well. It's like it's not like a big deal, but it's just kind of a generally upsetting thing. But yeah, it was fun. Anyway, Evan, how's your week been?
It's been good.
I haven't talked to you in a while.
I know. It's sad.
It is sad.
So
I miss you, baby.
So my school has these elementary schools come in and have lunch in the commons, which is what real schools call their lunch, their dinner area with the food.
Really? Because that's what UMD calls their like college apartment dorms.
Well, they go into the place where the main place to get food, and so there's a whole 50 to 100 little first graders running around, not knowing what to get for lunch, and just holding up the whole line. I'm like,
did you have an
really?
out-of-body old man experience?
I was like, God, welcome to the senior cast. Like, you're all the old men.
It's just annoying because they come at the peak time too, which is about noon. So it's like everybody's getting out of class and going to lunch, and then you have the elementary schoolers coming in, and then it's like, and then you have the not the staff, but you have corporate bodies coming in too. Like, there are way too many people in this cafeteria.
Mm-hmm. Salisbury's not like a huge school, is it?
No. But it's big. It's not big.
Mm-hmm. It's comfortable.
It gets annoying.
Gotcha.
So
well then,
that happened.
You're such a crotchety old man, Evan. Get these kids out of my goddamn cafeteria.
Yeah.
I remember I used to take afternoon nap.
Well, back at UMBC, I was the actual old man saying, "Get these kids off my lawn." UMBC did the same thing where they have a lot of children on campus for I have no idea why.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I'm walking through the middle of the quad because there's a walkway there, and there's just a bus that empties out with children. They just start running onto the field with, I guess, toys and a lot of other shit. And one of them just grabs my leg and doesn't let go. I'm like, what? Like, what?
Oh,
And it's
Scott.
not like you can do much about it, but let who's ever in charge of him pull them off you.
Yeah. I'm familiar with that feeling as well. I don't know, like this feeling of being old is new
Yeah,
to me.
it's getting annoying.
Evan, when's your birthday? It's in a couple weeks, right?
It's actually a week from today.
Oh shit!
Oh snap!
So
Birthday
your
cast.
birthday will
No,
actually fall on the Friday.
actually, I won't have a birthday cast.
You're not gonna be here next Friday?
No, my mom's coming up with my brother,
Okay.
and then we're gonna go to Ocean City for the day and a half.
And a half. That sounds fun.
Yeah.
May the 9th be with you. Wish Evan a happy birthday on that day, everybody.
Yeah.
He fills our hearts with joy, and he should fill yours with them too. Sometimes. Scott, nah. You dick. Alright. Anything else, Evan?
I started watching Supernatural.
Oh,
So
I'm sorry. I would watch that show, but there's too much. It's like in its 11th season or whatever. Ugh,
yeah,
God, Jesus.
it's good, but I kind of want to start putting salt in the doorways and the windows.
To keep those demons out.
Yeah, I'm thinking about buying salt. So.
Well, don't buy salt. I don't know. I got nothing for you.
It's pretty crazy. Like
I don't think demons are gonna start breaking into your college dorm unless your roommate is a demon and he's already inside. It's too late.
yes, it is.
Cool. Anything interesting happened the past?
Well, all I gotta do is just dump a lot of salt on him and see if he melts.
Yeah, there you go. Anything you want to
So
know
salty.
about PAX, Evan? I haven't talked to you.
No, I'm not acknowledging PAX ever happened.
Okay. That's probably a better route than the one Tony's taking.
What's he taking? What route is he taking?
He's the push all of his upsetitude of not going to PAX onto Alex.
He would.
All right.
Yeah.
Scott, how's your week been?
Pretty boring week.
Tell me about it. Literally.
No.
Nothing happened. Nothing new. You weren't attacked by a group of small children, and you didn't have to beat them away with your walking stick and say, "Get away from me, you kids!"
Nope, that happened over a year ago.
Darn.
You're too late.
Yeah.
All right. Nabashin, what about you?
Absolutely nothing. All I've done is work.
Work.
Yep. What? Yeah, there's nothing really much left. The wedding's coming up, so I'll prepare for that. This thing that we're doing for my roommates, I can't just say it out, or my former roommate, I should say, that we're doing that I can't say out loud anymore because he kind of sort of watches the show, but not really. But we'll see. So I can't just say it out loud anymore. But that thing that we're doing, there's gonna be a lot more people than I thought there was. Because I thought it would be the four of us, which is kind of weird to do that with just four people. But now it's like Alex, the actual best man, not best man, me. He pretty much put out the open invitation for everybody. So it's gonna be like a whole big thing. So that's gonna be fun. And then after work from that thing, we're gonna go out drinking. So that'll be fun. And that's all gonna be in a span of one day that I gotta be there. And then like the next day I have to drive up to work. So literally I have to work probably that morning. So like I know I'll be doing some shots with Mark because he never seen me drunk. So I'll have to like and humor him, I guess I should say, and just like drink at least a little bit, and then I'll have to leave like early that morning to get ready to go to work that morning, which will be weird. And then a week later, I have to go back to do everything else. So that's gonna be something.
Something else. That sounds like fun.
Oh, it's gonna be fun. It's I'll just be super happy when this wedding is actually over. Because it's just been like not to make it about myself or something like that, but like it's just been stressful for the last month because I have to save and Joko money and not pay one thing and have to pay for other thing, it will like somewhat go like like somewhat undercut one thing just to get this other thing that I have to pay for. It's really all about this freaking tux and this driving back and forth. It's gonna like kill me as far as money, but I'll survive somehow.
Yeah, you'll make it through.
Other than that though, there was something else I wanted to talk about that I just can't remember right now. It was about something I was watching, not Adventure Time. I already talked about that with Scott. It's something else, and I can't remember what it was. Something I'll watch. Oh well, forget it. If it comes up, I'll bring it up.
Mm-hmm. All right. I had a good week. A lot of getting up and doing a lot of fucking work this week. Just writing. So much writing. I wrote more this week than I played video games, which is depressing in a weird way. But it was fun. I've been getting up at 9:30 every morning to just get up and then start writing. And I've been doing that until 5 o'clock, and then I've just been goofing off after that. But sorry about the...
How's that Starbucks?
Starbucks is good. I get a lot of work done at Starbucks.
That's good.
Weirdly enough, like people say, oh, if you're a writer, you should go out, but it does help. Like a change of environment, just not sitting in my room at my desk, just pounding my face against the wall, being outside, like by a window, just the sun shining, and being around other people that are either writing or reading or something or doing whatever. It does help. Gets the creative juices flowing.
Not to mention the 12 inches of rain.
Not to mention like all the rain. Luckily, I went out when it was nice and sunny. But holy shit, we were hit by a monsoon. It feels like.
It was crazy, and it says it'll rain the rest of the weekend and turn out to be sunny. Like this dumb weather reports, just dumb. That's why I don't look at the weather. Like,
yeah, it was what? No, I did go out on that rainy day when it was just raining, and then it would rain lightly, and then just downpour, and then rain lightly. I think that was Wednesday. It was just unbelievable. And like there were videos out there of just people driving through completely flooded roads, back roads, here in Maryland, which doesn't happen that often. But yeah, it was insane. But that aside, I went and saw The Amazing Spider-Man 2, which was pretty good. I liked it.
You did it without me.
I forgot that we saw the first one together, and then it was 5:30, and the movie was it was 6:30, the movie was at 7. I'm like, oh, I should text Scott. It's fucking too late now.
God dang it.
I know. I'm sorry. And I like set a reminder on my phone to text you and see if you wanted to come. But it was good. Like it's a great movie.
I could have made it too.
I know. I wasn't sure. I didn't want to risk it. I don't know if you were doing something. Although you're never doing anything. What?
I'm not to be sorry.
I'm never doing anything intensive or time intensive.
Yeah, I bet. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear the option.
I was saying great as far as what, like as ranking like Spider-Man movie, like the best one you've seen so far, or
I
still
think
the best for you.
I don't know.
Personally, I'm just asking.
2 is amazing. Like the original Spider-Man 2 is weird. It's like weirdly emotional and like relatable. And like Spider-Man kind of loses his powers, and then he gets his mojo back.
Yeah, especially because it was like a mind thing. That's why I thought was great about that movie. Just like all the stress and all his troubles were just like affecting him. Just like because it's not the physically what was wrong with him. It was just the fact that like in his mind he just felt like he couldn't do this anymore.
Yeah, and like the way they portrayed Doc Ock was really clever. Like especially for like a live action thing.
My extreme hands talk to me. That's genius.
Yeah, well, other than that, but like him as like this kind of sad villain. I feel like they were kind of going for that a little bit with Electro, and they didn't really hit that with Electro, but I liked Electro a lot still. I think Jamie Foxx did a great job.
Did you think they did a good job, cycling through like these 3 villains?
The villain is Electro. Like it's very much Electro, and the other villains are there. But like the way that they kind of play into it is probably more minor than you would think.
Okay.
So It's good. They handled that well. It's a lot of fun. The action's super well done. And it was a fun ride from beginning to end. Andrew Garfield continues to just outstrip Tobey Maguire in every regard as far as Spider-Man and Peter Parker goes.
Well, Tobey Maguire wasn't all that great to begin with. But,
yeah, but I'm just saying, if he is like on a pedestal for you, I've got some bad news.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was really well done, and just like the chemistry on screen between Tobey Maguire, or not Tobey Maguire, now I'm fucking up. Between Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone as Gwen Stacy and Peter Parker, just fantastic, superb, I'll say, and that was like easily the best part about the movie, other than the action. But like, I don't think it was as good as Cap 2 or something like that, but I thought it was a really, really good comic book movie.
How would you rank it as far as the non-Marvel movies? Is it the top one? I don't know. I'm getting dumb.
Non-Marvel Studios Marvel movies, I would say it's as
it's
good.
better than X-Men 2. There you go. There you
go.
go.
It's better than X-Men 2, yes.
Okay.
I think it's as good as the first one, just in a different way, and I liked it.
Okay.
And the posters that they gave out for this was awesome. It was like kind of like.
Send me a picture of that. I'm just curious what it looks like.
Okay. It's like a black and white city, and then there's like this mesh Spider-Man in the middle. That's the only thing in color. And it's really cleverly designed. So, other than that, yeah, I did a lot of writing. Didn't play a lot of video games, unfortunately. Yeah, that was it. Spider-Man was good. Hung out with Damien and Ethan, my bros, and that was it. And I hung out with my bro. I watched Game of Thrones with my older brother Derek on Sunday. And I
have you been watching it? You never really talked about it.
I've been caught up on Game of Thrones.
Okay.
Show's weird.
Too much cock?
No. There was a lot of cock in this latest episode though.
Yeah, I know nothing about Game of Thrones. That's why this.
There are there's like fisting and tits in it. Like these
wow,
are
I
things.
didn't know it was fisting.
Oh yeah, no, they go full hog. There are like thousands of breasts in that show, like so many. At least hundreds of naked women that you see. At least 100, a solid number of 100 at the very minimal least. But yeah, it's just a weird show. It's just so much betrayal. You can never trust anyone or like any character, because either the characters you hate will for some reason become characters that you love, or the characters that you love will become assholes. So I like it quite a bit though. It's fun to watch it with my brother and his girlfriend though. So.
Oh, Leah got into it.
Oh, she's read all the books. She's way into it.
Sounds like my friend Katie. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, I told Leah that because my brother's out for this weekend, I said we'll go to his apartment, we'll hang out, watch Game of Thrones, so she doesn't have to watch it alone.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, it's a fun thing. We're trying to turn Sunday nights into Game of Thrones nights because I don't have TV, so I just go over there and watch it.
Oh, does your brother live that far? I thought it was some.
No, he lives 5 minutes up the road. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Like
I don't see him more often.
I see him quite a bit now.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Which is good. I like spending time with my brother. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my. Oh, and I made pasta sauce and wings for my family. It was fun. So.
Oh, how was that? You're really pasta saucing, I guess.
So good. So good. I got like a gallon of pasta sauce in my fridge right now.
Oh, nice.
Thinking about making some after we finish this podcast. Oh,
nice.
It's just every time I'm like, it can't be as good as I remember, and it's so good.
I bet it is.
It is. It is, Evan. It is. And I got to kind of participate in this year. I made my version of the Game Over Greggy style wings, which you can see Greg Miller make them on his YouTube channel. But I've put like kind of my own twist on it, and I made them for everyone, and they loved them. So that was fun.
Good.
But yeah, that was it for my week. Is Greg gonna show up?
Not right now. I said just join in whenever you get the time to, and we'll add you.
All right. Then let's start this podcast up. You guys ready to record?
Mm-hmm.
Your body's ready. Evan, Scott.
Yeah.
Duh, of course.
Scott. Scott.
I'm like, talk about Spider-Man 2 again. I gotta leave.
God damn it. Scott. One new chat message.
I'm talking.
God damn me. Gotta fix me. Scott, I can hear your background noise now.
Okay, we're good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you recording from the right mic and all that?
Yeah, I went ahead and I set the mix amp up again because why not?
Mm-hmm.
And then that just fucked with everything.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Fuck it, man.
Don't know why.
Alright. Then on 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Juan.
Juan. Alright. How do we want to play this?
As far as
God damn, I really did want that beer. I'm already halfway through. Did you have any news?
no, there's nothing really important. Like I could think of some other stuff to put in and talk about later on, but that's about it.
Right. Yeah, talk about this fucking Nintendo shit. See if I'll get attacked on Twitter again.
Nick hates
Got
you
attacked
so
on
much.
Twitter?
No, it was just...
GameCops hate you.
I got frustrated, and I didn't want to talk about something anymore, and then I got shit for it.
Just like you say your opinion and don't say anything else afterwards. Just don't even respond. I've done that a couple of times.
That's what I started doing, and then other people like started tweeting me 3 hours later. I'm like, I just don't want to talk about this.
Yeah, that's what I did. Like, I was being snarky about the like the ET thing. I was like, I didn't want to talk about it. I was like, this is what I'm feeling towards it. I was like, I think this is stupid, but if you're with it, if you're cool with it, cool. Then why do you think it's stupid? Like, I don't want to respond to it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was like with me, it was like what I was trying to say got completely misconstrued into something else.
Yeah, I totally saw that.
And then we weren't talking about what I was trying to say at all anymore. We were talking about just E3 in general, which I have strong opinions about E3 in general that I'll talk about in a little bit. But, yeah, it was just silly. Very silly. I'm doing new releases right now. I'll knock it out now. Dynasty Warriors Legend 7 Extreme Legends. What?
What are we doing right now?
I'm adding new releases right now.
So this is like an unofficial break.
Yeah. Well, I'm doing it so we don't have to take too long breaks.
Right. I'm because Scott's still trying to fix this thing, isn't it?
No, I'm not. I'm good.
No. Okay.
We started recording, so.
Yeah.
Scott's still trying to fix his thing, then fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you miss the record button? The fuck?
Fuck. Bust a Move 4. Oh, hell yeah.
Whoa, what?
Bust a Move 4 is on the PSN now. Shit. Oh my god, this list of sales.
Yeah, I told you, there's a lot of sales.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I noticed was the Persona 4 stuff last week. Or no, that was this week.
Yeah, it's this week, bro.
How do you feel about that anime? That's we're probably not going to talk about on the show. You seem to be
I am indifferent. Because it's Persona's way too personal to be watching something about it that's not my decisions. Like that's why I decided when I watch. That's why I had to finish watching those Blu-rays of the anime I still fucking have.
Yeah. I agree. That's when I was on the Fantastic Neighborhood earlier this week. I was talking to
I listened to that good movie. That.
Okay, yeah, like I said, generally, like I'm not a huge fan of the anime because it's just not the game, and I think you should play the game. But it is an admirable attempt to capture the magic of Persona.
That's where I found out about Erica. I was like, what? I was like, really? And then I had to look it up. Like, oh my god, how did I miss that?
I didn't know you didn't know that.
I didn't know that. I got that ending too, but like, I guess that part because I didn't have subtitles on, and like when they said it, I guess I just missed it. I don't know. I had no idea how I missed it. But then it was
It's
like,
so funny.
yeah, and then like when I looked at that, it made me feel like really stupid because like there was like the it was like her name is Erica Anderson, and Anderson is like it's like son of Ander in Japanese, and which means the manliest of men. So like it actually translated Eric the manliest of men. I was like, wow, that's so dumb.
That makes it better. Hakioki Stories of the Shinsengumi. I'm gonna copy and paste that.
Baroni
For PS.
Oh my god.
What?
Me and my furry patience.
You have furry patience?
Apparently.
The God of War collection's coming to the Vita on Tuesday.
Yay.
I platinumed them. I don't need to play them again. Though I do want God of War 3 again. I missed that game.
That game was good. It's better
That
than I
was
give it
good.
credit for.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever try that? Well, fuck it, I'll say it anyway. You ever tried out that beta for PlayStation?
I actually just got my code today.
Oh wow, okay.
I was going to ask you before we started the show, but it's too late now, so I can't say anything about it.
Oh yeah.
Scott, I think your phone's ringing.
I'll tell you about it when we end the show. If you have any questions. Different than I thought it would be. Fucking Wolfenstein. Muggin' Souls Z is coming out soon. Mugging some souls is what they're doing. Oh, Harold says what's up. Hey, Harold.
What's
Oh,
up?
Daryl.
And Silver PR says, yeah! With like 12
What's
exclamation marks.
up?
All right. I'm good, I think. Oh, let me actually check the mail sack now. Before I forget. Login.
Oh, there's another thing. Good.
Justin didn't send us an email. He's a bitch. 0 emails. I'll put a call out.
Are you indifferent about doing this high pass, Alex? I'm just asking.
Kind of.
It doesn't seem like you don't really want to. So
I mean, like I'm unopposed. But I like.
you just don't want to put the effort into doing it.
Well, I worry about how much we'll have to talk about. I think we could do it, and I could get it out quick and dirty. We'll just rip the YouTube audio and get it out nice and quick, and that way I don't have to worry about editing and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But I say if you can find a couple people to do it with us,
Okay.
it's like some guests, then we'll do it. How's that sound?
Yep. Put out a shout out for it. I'm sure Harold will probably join us.
Yeah, because fuck, man, that game looks hot.
Yeah. Tell your guard is down. I'm ready for it now.
Yeah, no. If it sucks, I'm ready to cry with you. Oh man, I just showed Ethan like the music part of that direct, and he agreed that that's some hot music.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. God.
Oh, speaking of music, because I know you're like a music aficionado as well. We try to add like more to the game of the year music stuff. So I've been adding stuff like every once in a while. I don't know, like something from Jazz Punk is like something you could find something on there other than the intro.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find something.
Huh.
All right. What's playing in the background, Evan?
Not me.
Scott?
Not me.
Scott? Scott.
Yeah, hold on. I was just watching a couple of the videos and they're overpoweringly loud.
All right, we're about to start.
Okay.
I gave Greg his lead time. All right. It is Friday, May 2nd. Fuck, it's May. It's gonna be May. It is Friday, May 2nd, 2014, and you're listening to the Irrational Passions podcast. I am Alex O'Neill, one of many irrational passionistas, ready to guide you through the land of video games. With me, I have Scott the Enigma Guthier.
Hello.
Evan the Walrus himself. Wall.
Hey, I'm back.
Welcome back, Evan. And, of course, Brian Nabishin Jackson.
Brain blast!
I haven't heard Brain Blast in a long time.
Neither have I.
quick aside, because it's just Mark is listening to this, but he's not. He probably is, but he's probably not.
He's probably not.
Probably not. That's like an inside joke we had with him, because we used to say that he looked like Jimmy Neutron. So like that's like something we used to say to him. Like say Brain Blast, and anytime we're around him, he gets so pissed off. That's like that's one of the things we.
That's hilarious. Hey, Mark, Brain Blast. Shut the fuck up, guys.
Pretty much every time.
Mark Griffith says comments are disabled on the stream, but that's not supposed to be how it's going. For people listening, keep in mind you can watch us live every Friday between 7 and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when we start, and then we go for however many hours we need. So on YouTube, youtube.com/irrationalpassions. So let's kick things off. I'm going to tell you what you missed on the website, because I'm sure you haven't been checking it, but there are some great things up there. Excuse me. Jesus, I'm sorry. Some stuff that's gone up this past week. On Monday, we finally got out our Game of the Year video, which is titled The Last of Us versus Bioshock Infinite. We found, as the writing team, that one of those two games would top the majority of our lists. So instead of doing one definitive answer, because we were trying to do some kind of video feature, we did a kind of compare and contrast and why we thought the game that we were fighting for deserved to be number one. So some of us, not all of the writers, did this. Just took a video of themselves kind of explaining why either The Last of Us or Bioshock Infinite was their number one. And then Brendan, who's no longer with the site, but this was kind of his last project that he's been chipping away at for a couple months. And then there were audio problems and whatnot. But he put it together and he spliced actual capture video in with them, and it came out pretty awesome, I think. And you should check it out. Also, A Little Story Never Hurt, which was an editorial by our own Zach Rupp, who kind of just wrote about how multiplayer is drowning out single player, and that even in your multiplayer focused games, that a little story never hurt. So it's an interesting piece. Jarrett wrote up his thoughts on Goat Simulator. It's titled Goat Simulator Doesn't Deserve a Score, because he doesn't think he should review it on the merits of a video game, since it's also kind of a joke. Too much opposition, apparently. I did an Alex Talks on Tuesday about vested interest and why people are so fanboy, I guess. And I got an interesting response. But it's very preachy in some regards, but, you know, what are you going to do? It's my thoughts. It's out there. I didn't do an Alex Talks today, but it'll be coming. I'll do one tomorrow. So we did, on Wednesday, it was a spotlight on the Coles, a video game couple that has been making games together for over 30 years. Our review of Hearthstone went up. Spoilers, the game's pretty good. Our interview with John Romero is now out for your ears to digest. Throwback Thursday was on the Sly Cooper franchise, and our first PAX, which is Zach, Jacob, and Anudis kind of talking about their first experience with PAX and what they thought. So there you go. That's everything. Some good stuff this week. Very full of content. Harold said he just sent us a voicemail, so look forward to that. Again, you can watch us live on YouTube every Friday around 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. YouTube.com/IrrationalPassions. So, with that, Evan.
Yeah.
You play video games, right?
Yes.
Sometimes.
Yes.
In the past 3 weeks, what have you been playing?
Lego Star Wars, the complete edition, the complete. Whatever,
How about
whatever?
Yeah, you want to just give that another shot?
Lego Star Wars complete stuff,
The complete stuff.
complete collection.
Okay. What do you think of Lego Star Wars, Evan?
I've loved it. I played it, and then I sold it, and then I played it again. And then I think I sold it again, and now I'm playing it again. This time I'm gonna go through it and 100% it.
Oh shit!
Why did you sell it twice?
Because I wasn't playing it. And I had it for the PS2.
God damn it!
You're right. That was your first mistake.
Well, that was the first system I had. So I got it on the PS2, and then I got a PS3, so I decided.
So
to
wait,
get
hold on. We're just talking about within the last 3 weeks. Did you do
Yeah,
this
I'm
all
just
within
saying.
the last 3 weeks? Did you do all of that within the last 3 weeks?
No, I haven't 100%ed it yet. I'm planning to.
No, I'm talking about the buying and selling.
No.
Okay.
You get easily confused, Scott.
I mean, this is true, but you did kind of explain it poorly.
Yeah.
All right, so does the Lego Star Wars just basically include Lego Star Wars 1 and Lego Star Wars 2?
I think
It's still a mistake, mind you.
Yeah, you should have just kept it, man.
I know.
All right. Do you have anything
That's all. That's it.
Do you have anything to say about the Lego Star Wars?
I mean, it's Lego Star Wars.
What? Since when?
I mean, how much better? How much?
Are you okay, Evan?
Yeah.
You were falling all over your. I'm the one that's drinking over here, and you're just sitting there just slurring. And...
Whenever you drink, I absorb the alcohol.
Ends up, Evan and I are just twin brothers, and everything I feel, he feels more intensely.
You're still connected by your umbilical cord.
Some magical umbilical cord.
Let's see.
We're like those guys from G.I. Joe.
Yeah. Lego Star Wars is awesome. It makes me want to go back and watch the movies again. Like,
Well, you can skip 1, 2, and 3.
no, I'm gonna watch them all.
Well, I'm sorry.
I love them all. They're all good.
Don't be a Greg. All right.
No.
Don't be that. Sorry.
No.
I have my feelings. I'll let you
Yes.
live your life, Evan.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
But it'll be a wrong life, Evan. Do you want to live that way?
How much time have you put into Lego Star Wars? Like
Let's see. I got it-
hour-wise?
I don't even know. Probably 10.
10 hours?
Yeah, 10, 15 hours. Yeah, something like that.
Chump change. I put that shit into Danganronpa in a day. So
well, I don't have all day to play, Alex. I have this thing called school,
it was a Sunday.
and I don't like playing all day.
Well, that's your fault, man.
No,
You're
it's
missing
not.
out.
No, it's not.
Good
It's not my
old
fault.
binge, man. Ugh.
Not my fault.
All right. Anything else, Evan? If you
No.
say Battlefield, I will punch you.
Well, I actually haven't played Battlefield, so
Guys.
since I got Lego Star Wars, so hey.
All right.
What about Thief?
Yeah. What about Thief?
Nope.
$60 well spent.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go back to it. I just
You've been saying that for like 4 weeks, Evan.
I know.
It's May now. Thief came out in February.
I know. I know.
All
I know.
right. Are you looking?
Evan, don't curse it for me in The Last of Us.
Yeah.
I mean,
Are you
I
looking?
I have a good excuse,
Yeah, Scott.
and that's
I got
Scott plays a
Scott.
bunch of
I
shit.
got Scott stuck.
Did he? What did you do?
No,
what?
I meant to say I got stuck, Scott.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I got
okay.
Scott stuck.
That makes more sense.
It makes way less sense. Are you looking to buy anything, Evan? Is there anything on the
No.
horizon?
No.
Not Watch Dogs?
No.
Watch The dogs, not Transistor.
Nope.
Not sleeping
Tomodachi
dogs.
Life?
Like
Nope.
the sleeping dogs.
Come on, Evan. You know you want that Tomodachi life.
No, I don't.
You do. You just don't know.
Not.
What's wrong
Do
with
you know what it is?
No one knows what that is. All right.
the
We've
humor's right
hazed-
up your alley, so we know that you want it.
It's like Animal
Just don't
Crossing,
know it
except
yet.
you have no direct control and you torture way more people. All right, we've hazed Evan enough. Scott, let's talk to someone who actually plays video games.
This week was a Bravely Default week.
Okay. Guess what I bought
Got
this
a-
week?
What?
Bravely Default.
Good choice.
I have played about 30 minutes of it. I bought it on Tuesday.
Well, at first, the job system will be a turnoff for you. I can tell you.
Well,
that right
I
now.
haven't even played enough to pass any kind of
How-
judgment on it, so...
Okay. I'm just giving you a heads up.
Yeah, I've just been
However-
busy. That's the only reason. So,
However, how it works is more like the Final Fantasy job system, where once you master a class, you get different support abilities and all that other stuff as you level up the class and whatever, and you can bring those over into whatever else. So
it seemed cool.
So instead of like adhering to the job because this is what you need right now, it's you're going up this path so you can get these a few abilities, so you can carry them over to this other guy for a few of his abilities, and you carry it over to something else.
Cool. I like the sound of that.
If that makes sense.
It does. So the thing,
And go.
the thing I was kind of confused about was the Brave system is different than what I thought it was. So
It's really hard to explain.
yeah, no, you were so right. I'm thinking about like if I can explain. So you have basically a counter of turns that you have. Like it's always at 0, and for every Brave you take, you lose one, right? So right off the bat, first turn, right, you could just Brave 4 times and then set your counter to -4. And that's fine.
Right.
But then you have to just wait 4 turns before you can do anything. And then you can default, which you also guard, and then it's just basically next turn, instead of having your counter at 0, you'll have it at 1. So braving twice will mean you'll be able to go next turn still. It's confusing. Like visually, when you're looking at the game screen, it makes sense, but otherwise, it's like, what the fuck is happening? So
Right. And you haven't even gotten to Bravely Second yet.
yeah, I haven't gotten to Bravely Second. So
Anyway, like the way I want you to look at this is try and look at it as the median between the. Okay, yeah, the median between the turn system and the action bar system.
it is kind of that.
Right. It's not exactly that, not even close. But if you play with it enough, it accomplishes the time action bar stuff enough, especially when you have Bravely Second, because you can then stop the game whenever the fuck ever, and you can have somebody go, and that will save your ass. Don't
Okay,
waste
so
it.
like if with Bravely Second, I'm not familiar with it yet, but you can just like mid enemy turns, you can just stop and then have
Mid enemy
people
turn,
go?
he could be using attack, he could be swinging, and if it hasn't hit you yet, it doesn't matter.
Wow.
So you can quick guard yourself if something's going to kill you. But the thing is that is a reaction time based thing.
Okay. That sounds awesome. So
And I will give you will. This is another tip I'm going to give you because it will save you some time in grinding.
okay.
You get special moves later on, and when you go to build the village, the downermost part is is the only level up. Is the only place that you build to get new special abilities. So if you don't go there first, you're going to be stuck with one ability, and you're not going to have any weapons for it.
Okay. So build that bottommost place first?
Yeah, you just rush over to it.
Okay.
And secondly, don't waste all your specials at once. You'll read more about this later, but if you the special timer is based off of a song.
Okay.
And if you go ahead and you use each special near the end of every other song, it resets to a new song and the stats carry over.
Yeah. That sounds like something I'll need to see.
So what you can do is that you can chain your stat increases from the special abilities the entire boss fight if you do it correctly.
Mhm.
And if you're playing in hard, which I am, that is pretty much absolutely necessary
Okay.
if you're
That
not getting
sounds-
any outside help.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, I didn't
sure.
I didn't figure that out soon enough.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm like I said, I've played about 38 minutes just because I haven't had time. So I need to play more. But when listening back to how you said, like how you were really excited about it or how you liked it so much on the show last week, I picked it up on a whim. So I do not regret it.
You won't.
Okay. Good to hear. Anything other than Bravely Default?
Other than that, no, that was basically the week.
All right. Greg, are you ready to start
games.
recording?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hello.
Hey, buddy.
Have we not started recording yet?
We have.
Yeah.
Would you like to break open that sweet audacity?
I would. Give me 1 second, I'm just switching to the studio.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm ready whenever you are.
All right, just hit record on 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright. As I start recording and my phone goes off, let me turn
Yeah, I heard.
I'll put my brother's iPad on silent. He gets like notifications throughout the whole night. I don't know what he gets them for.
Brats or stuff.
It's all Brazzers, just updating his subscription.
How do I sound?
You sound beautiful. Are you recording from the right device and all that?
Yeah.
Give me more Kindred Justice.
All right. Hey guys, Greg's here.
Hey, what's going on?
Greg. Not much, Greg. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Well, let's Greg way right to you then. What have you been playing?
What have I been playing?
Yeah, video games.
I've been playing more Assassin's Creed. I'm about 20% done now of that game. I'm taking my time with it. I really am enjoying it, so I'm not going to try to blow through it as fast as I can.
Sure.
I recently looked through some of the DLC that they have in the game, and I was like, oh, there's a bunch of free stuff, so I downloaded it, and there's some pretty cool like ship upgrades and clothing that you can wear, so
Cool.
that's neat.
Still
Also,
treating you
they
well?
They also have the DLC pass for free, or the DLC with the your quartermaster. I forget what his name is.
Abadawe?
Yeah. So they have that for free if you have a season pass. So I downloaded that too. So
I could have just made that up and just been really racist. I'm just gonna put it out there.
I would have been more racist. I would have just said that black guy.
Yeah. Well, you did already say that.
Well, now I did. So therefore, I'm racist. Whatever. Not really.
Not really, guys. I swear.
Maybe he is. You just never know.
Says the one who's the most racist here.
Not me.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
My alarm literally just went off on my fucking. What the hell? Turn off.
What the fuck? There you go. That's what's going on in Greg's life.
Sorry about that.
Back to Bob with the weather.
I don't know why my alarm just decided to go off. Anywho, the other game that I've been playing was, or is, I should say, Battlefield 4. And that game is finally getting its shit together. Surprisingly. I am not having as many problems as I was before with that game. And I'm liking it a lot more. I mean, just typical Battlefield stuff, you know.
Okay. Adewale is his name.
Adewale. You were close.
Alex, you think Bravely Default would be up Greg's alley?
Well, was close, but I was still racist. Down for us. What did you say, Scott?
I said, do you think Bravely Default would be up Greg's alley?
Maybe. I mean, Greg, you like Final Fantasy X, right? Or X, as you like to refer to.
If I played them again, I would love to play them again to see if I really did love them or just loved them because I had no clue what the fuck I was doing.
Yeah. I mean,
Right,
like, Bravely
I
Default
feel
is
like-
turn-based, so... Kind of.
Scott?
It is. As I feel it's like this middle ground for you where it's not nearly, I want to say,
No way.
No. yes.
Yes.
But no.
But no.
It's not like that kind of game where the focus is.
Scott says with
No,
such scorn.
I'm talking about Giggler mode kind of shit right now. Okay, that's what I'm getting at. It's not that at all.
Oh, you mean Chocobo mode? Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's not in that direction at all. There is a lot of focus on the story, but it is done in the weirdest art style I've ever seen. It's really weird.
Yeah. It's gorgeous, though. I think it's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else, Greg? Battlefield got its shit together?
Yeah, other than that, I actually... Justin said on Twitter, what was it?
Justin Graffius at the Sigma Omega on Twitter.
Yeah. He said that he picked up the new Yu-Gi-Oh game, and I was like, wait, they made a Yu-Gi-Oh game? And I've played like Yu-Gi-Oh games on the computer, but it forced you to like do the honor system of manually taking away points. I was like, fuck that. And so this game just does it for you, and I'm like, yeah, makes it easy. And then Justin kicked my ass twice, and I was like, well then.
Still not as good as Hearthstone.
It's fun though. You get to play with Yu-Gi-Oh cards again.
Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! Did you Blue Eyes White Dragon that shit?
I don't have that card yet. I have to.
Oh, what a loser!
Oh. That game is surprisingly well built. It's just the online is really slow for whatever reason. Like there's delay in like attacking.
For a card game?
For a card game, yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, it is weird. It really is weird. I'm not even lying. But like I was having fun at first because that game requires a lot. Well, at first, and then Justin started fusing shit together, and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
And then Exodia came out of nowhere and just destroyed you.
No, he was literally just fusing cards together, and he was getting like 1,800 damage, and I was just like, I have no cards to block with. Fuck.
Put your cards in a defensive stance. That's a Yu-Gi-Oh thing, right?
It
turn
is,
them on their
except when
side?
your defensive stance is lower than your actual attack, and the monster that's being attacking you has like triple the amount of health that you do.
Yeah. Fuck that.
So yeah, Justin kicked my ass twice. It was fun.
Well, you know what this tells us about Justin? That motherfucker probably still watches Yu-Gi-Oh! So fuck him anyway.
They don't follow the rules anyway, so it works
That's
out.
right, we're fucking the king.
Exactly. Yeah, fuck the king, man. We're overthrowing his highness. This is the democracy now, bitch.
Yeah, but like the Yu-Gi-Oh game's actually pretty fun. It's all really complicated because there's basic stuff like attack, defense, you know, your deck and everything, and but then they have like a whole new set of stuff that you kind of have to learn because I didn't really understand how fusion or anything like that works, and I have some cards that allow me to fuse, but I'm not exactly sure what I need to do. So I mean,
I thought that was always a thing.
It was.
yeah.
It was just always a weird thing.
Yeah, but it's different when you're playing it in video game format.
Yeah, I could see that. When I used to play the card game, it took me a while to understand fusing myself, but like after that, like I was like a shot with that game.
Yeah, so it will be interesting. I'll have to play it a little bit more. It's like $10 though, so it's super cheap for a card game like that. So
You know
why not?
how much Hearthstone is?
Free.
$0.
Yeah, I know.
I know you
I
like
like Hearthstone
too.
too.
So, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But other than that, what else have I been playing? League, of course.
Of course. What do I take you for? Some savage? Greg and I recorded a podcast on Monday, Malicious Underground Podcast episode 12.
Yeah.
Oh, what you talk about?
We talked about our favorite anime from the year.
And it ended up being a clusterfuck of everything that I hate.
Has it been a year since you started this?
Yes,
Yep.
we
Oh
started
wow! Congratulations.
Our
Thank you.
first episode recorded May 5th, I believe. May 5th or 6th of 2013.
How many
Yeah.
years? 3 years?
A year.
Year?
Yes, 3 years.
3 years.
We've been doing this for 3 years.
We're about to hit 4 years, and Greg somehow just hit 3. What?
Oh, great. Oh,
I
I
went
thought
through
you were talking
time.
about the actual podcast. Like, I am.
No, but I need to start editing that. It's
Yeah,
gonna
please
be.
do.
I know it's gonna take forever though. Because I'm gonna tell you right now because of what Nep was dealing with and what happened to Justin
Gross.
and everything. So
Oh,
Yeah,
even
Nep-
more gross.
Nep got dropped like
I'm joking.
every 30 minutes for the first 2 hours.
and it was
Oh, man, that
horrible.
must have hurt his face.
Oh, yeah. Just right on his face. Well, you know what? It might not have. I don't know what he looks like, and I keep pushing him for more information.
Okay, that was honestly the best thing ever.
It's just how. Hey, Nep, what do you look like? Are you a super Latino or just a little Latino?
Not super Latino.
Is he super Latino? I bet.
No, he's not super Latino. No.
Okay.
However, the last half of the podcast is very kind of awkward because it's just me and Nep, and I'm just like trying to lead the show.
That's like the
forward.
last 20, 30 minutes, though. It's nothing.
Yeah, something like that. It just got really weird because we're used to like talking to more people. So
Yeah, we talked about the Evangelion movies, the first two.
yeah, that was a really good discussion.
Yeah, no, that was good. Like, I didn't like them, but everyone else, like, Justin was indifferent, and people, it was good. Like, there was a good back and forth, I thought.
Did you have a mental breakdown like the creator of that show did?
No.
I did read something funny though. Gundam took 30 episodes to break $1 million. Evangelion took 26 to break $1 million.
Oh yeah. That show is nothing like it at the time. Like when that came out, that was like the shit. Everybody was into it. I was into it, and then I was like, "Wow, why am I into this?" And then like I completely got depressed, and I was like, "No, I fuck hate this show." But other than that,
Listening to Max Scoville talk about that show on the Comedy Button is just one of my favorite things ever.
yeah, the show was super interesting. Like I don't even want. Why am I talking about this? But yeah, Evangelion.
Nabashin, come on my show.
I will, Greg, I promise.
Someday.
Anyways,
yeah,
that's,
so guest
that's
star
pretty
with
much what I've
me.
been playing.
This
When
is
you
what I
watch
have to watch.
when you watch the Dragon Ball Z movie that came out like a year ago,
Battle of
then-
Z, or is
Battle
it
of Z,
Battle of
yeah.
Gods, or whatever.
Dragon Ball Z,
Something,
Battle of Gods. Yeah, something like that. I don't
Yeah,
know.
we'll watch it. Fuck it.
I mean,
We're watching a
second
goddamn
movie
Madoka
anyways.
Magica movie for May.
You should have. When I finish this, you should hear what me and Nep had to go through. It was so funny.
Because Nep wouldn't tell us throughout the whole show. He's like, I'm keeping that on the down low.
He
And I'm
made,
like,
he made me choose between 3, and he did not tell me the names. He just said, 1 you'll absolutely hate, 1 you might love, and then 1 the other 2 will love. And I'm like, Nep, you can't do this.
the other two, which one did you pick?
I chose. I didn't really choose. I basically said, Nep, like, you choose. I mean, I did say something, and he gave me one, but I'm like, dude, I'm not going to choose for you. You got to choose.
Yeah, did he end up picking the one that he thought Justin and I would like?
I don't know. I don't remember. I just know it's the Madoka movie, so.
Fucking-
Pola.
Puela, Madoka Magica.
Guys, not here, please.
Listen to the second episode of Muppets to understand what the fuck I'm talking about there. But yeah, that was recorded. It's out there. You can watch it on my YouTube channel, or
Yeah.
most of it.
Until you left, and then.
And then everything
then
fell
me and Nev
apart.
immediately realized that
I had to
the
sleep, man. It was
voicemail-
2 o'clock in the fucking morning.
We record this show forever. But we literally like when we had to do Silver PR's voicemail, me and Neff were like, "Fuck,
Well,
Alex isn't here to do that."
Yeah, we have to record the next show soon because I'm not going to be there for the second half of May. So,
Oh wow, what are you doing?
well, the last week of May I'm going on vacation, and then the week before that I'm going to be preoccupied. So, it's just a movie, so I can
we'll
blow
just
through
do
that.
yeah, I'll try to edit as fast as I can. Anyways, that's what I've been playing.
Yeah. There. Put it out
How's
there.
your week's been, Greg? It's been a while since I've seen you.
School stuff, a lot of it. That's,
Okay.
that's pretty much all I can say. There's been.
How was Florida?
Florida was fantastic.
Oh yeah, I didn't even hear about this. You never fucking talked about it.
Because I haven't
was it?
been. It was great. I really enjoyed it. We went to Orlando. We hung out there for 2 days. We went to SeaWorld. That was cool. It's like an aquarium amusement park, except more of just an aquarium than an amusement park.
Aquariums are cool. Fuck the
Yeah,
haters.
it was cool. We saw sharks. They were neat.
Sharks are dope.
And then the day after that, we went to Melbourne, where my cousin lives, and we got to go on the base where they have the rockets and stuff. And we got to go to Complex 14, where the Apollo missions took place, and we got to walk around there. That place is awesome, by the way. We also went to see with the Mercury launch pads and the Genomine launch pads, and we went to a missile museum. Basically, it was just like a history of like rockets. And then the International Space Station resupply rocket went off later that day, so we got to watch that.
Sweet.
Yeah, it was really cool. And then basically the few days after that, we spent driving out of Florida. We stopped in Savannah, Georgia.
Georgia.
And we ate something in like downtown Savannah. It was weird because it was dark and rainy, but it was really cool at the same time. And other than that, then I spent the rest of the day driving back to Maryland. So
Did you find any new place to live, or that was kind of like the reason you're down there to look for homes?
yeah, well, the main reason actually was for my brother's school. He's going to a tech school down there, so we went to visit that school as well. I forgot about that. They're going to look at houses here soon. They're going back in, I think, June or July to go back down there to check out houses. So they'll do that.
Okay. Harold in the chat on the YouTube comment says, Greg went to Florida? I did not allow this. Silver PR said, oh yeah, Muppets. Fuck that Cube, just saying. And then Harold also said, Kennedy Space Center is awesome.
I bet it is.
It is.
And Harold, you're right. I wouldn't go if you didn't let me.
Harold's just sitting on the border waiting for Evan to buy like.
He's just holding
Go
a
the
shotgun.
fuck back home.
Oh, they're the same person, so, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Harold.
Time paradox.
Oh my god, it's the end of Looper. Holy shit! What? Evan is Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and Harold is Bruce Willis. Spoilers for the movie Looper, but no one fucking cares anyway.
Nope.
But, yeah.
That movie was horrible.
That movie was great. Fuck you.
It was a bad but fun movie.
No, it was great. It was great. If you don't think about it too much, it was great.
That's the problem. People think
That's
too much.
the solution. It just ends with
That's
Evan shooting
why
him.
it's a bad but fun movie.
It's a great movie. I don't know. Like, I haven't thought about all this, the time paradox bullshit, so, because I'm not a ruiner of things.
Well,
So,
no,
there you
here's
go.
the thing. I believe I saw it too, and when I was like, what they did is they went with one way at the time thing, but then they flipped it on you. And you, like, even if you bypass another paradox, you have to go with one, else they're kind of just bullshitting you.
Well, like, the whole ending couldn't have happened because, like, the paradox would have created a new timeline, which JGL shooting himself in the chest wouldn't have killed Bruce Willis. That's what would have happened, but it somehow worked in the end. Harold says, Evan, you are welcome anytime.
Thank you,
Winky
Harold.
Face. I try to make that winky face as creepy as possible. Harold, I'm coming down to the anime whether you like it or not. So suck on them nuts. Anyway. Nabashin, you played video games, right?
Sort of, kinda.
What'd you play?
More Octodad. I'm 100% in that fucking game.
Yep. Great game.
Got all the ties, got all the trophies. I just played stuff out of it. I enjoyed it.
I don't have the attention span to do anything but throw shit in other people's lawn.
What?
Me too. Well, I don't, but I do. But Octodad,
All right,
Greg, catch up.
But why would you do that when you could throw the lawn gnomes into your neighbor's yard?
I don't know. I don't question it. What else? Or anything else on Octodad?
Yeah, nothing really much else. I got finished my flash for that, so I can put that out. Other than that, though, just Tomb Raider and other Muramasa DLC. I finally got around to playing that. That was pretty fun. Play as a farmer. His wife is dead. And like pretty much like he's like in like a baron. Like his like the property's like getting like taxed to hell. And like like the lord for that village is pretty much taking all the taxes from the villagers. So what he's going to do is trying to go up there and like trying to convince them like any way he can. Because his wife is dead, like she's a ghost now. So like she visited him like one night saying like, hey, I want you to be together with me, so I want you to kind of. But he said I can't die yet. I had to take out the lord and like make sure the village is okay before anything happens. So she said, okay, I'll along the way. So like but pretty much you're a farmer who like uses like hoes and bamboo sticks and scythes like the fight these crows and like other enemies that are along the way. Yeah, it's just a fun game. It has the same mechanics of the other Muramasa stuff. Like it's just a weird little twist. Like instead of like doing like a super move, like when you do your power attack, you have like multiple like it's like you kind of like have a shadow person of yourself. Like it's like another person from the village who helps you like fight and stuff like that. But like it's kind of like a shadow person. Like whenever you do one attack, it kind of just doubles it. You can have like up to 3 people, so that'd be like a triple attack. It's not as smooth as using like Kisuke or Momohime going through that, doing with the battle system, but like, it's just like a fun like different way to play the game. It's a little bit more difficult too, cause like he's not as agile. He can't just like fucking across the screen like Kisuke or Momohime, or even the Neko lady, the cat lady from the last DLC. But it's still fun though. I really dig it. I'll play more of it. I just gotta get around to it. Like I said, after that, I've been taking up my time. I don't know why I've been playing that so much, but yeah, I've been playing that game a lot. But other than that, I played Tomb Raider. I've just been 100%ing that. As far as like the single player stuff, not the multiplayer stuff, I'm never going to touch that. I just need to beat the game, and that's pretty much just it. And I played Pocket Fighter for some reason, but that game is so awesome. That's pretty much it.
All right, you played the Child of Light demo.
Oh yeah, that was something. For someone who's not into like JRPG, yeah, pretty much. For someone who's not into JRPGs, so just come from that opinion. I'm not the biggest JRPG fan. It's different enough that I could probably get into it, but it's not the game, like the battle system, I should say, is not compelling enough for me to stick with it. I can tell that's the demo. This is just a me thing. But they do a lot of interesting things with it. Like it's a typical turn-based system. You attack and I attack, but there's a bar at the bottom that shows like pretty much the time of the attack and like there's like a little like near the end of it, just a little red margin where like if you like attack someone in that margin when he casts their spell or their attack or declare their attack, I should say. If you hit them while they're in their red margin, you can like interrupt that attack. So like instead of doing that, they get interrupted, so they have to start back from the beginning of the bar all over again. And then there's like another interesting thing where you can use like the right stick to carry this little berry thing that's kind of like Navi, I guess. It doesn't talk or anything like that, but like it's just something that you can use to like. It's something you can use that can like either give you more health or to slow down like the other enemy, or it's just or like affect your environment that's around you. So like you can find like other health potions or whatever that's around the area. Like the game is really interesting. It's just like I said, it's just not compelling enough for someone like me who doesn't really get into RPGs, JRPGs all that often. Unless there's like really something special, like or more involvement, I should say. Like I said, like the Nirvana for that is like the Mario, Super Mario RPG for me. Instead of just like getting attacked, you can like block it, like do the time-based systems, like the block attacks and stuff like that. That's kind of what I look for in RPG. Like Persona's like an anomaly, and Kingdom Hearts is not turn-based, so that's different. And this guy has a strategy thing and super anime, so that's why I like that one. So yeah, it's difficult for me to get into JRPGs, or certain JRPGs, I should say. So but for other people, I can see like them really getting into it. It's like just give it a try. It's like the demo doesn't really give you that much instruction on how to play the game, but like it just gives you a good window of like how to come, or like what you like, some of the mechanics of it. Like there's like some puzzle mechanics that you have to use, like the little fairy thing to like to illuminate the room, that have like shadows cast across the wall, so like it can match up to like a puzzle. And when like the shapes match each other, like you can go to like a certain door and stuff like that. So yeah, this is a demo try, and like I'm pretty sure somebody will take it. It's not for me.
Yeah, I have the demo downloaded on my PS4. I didn't play anything this week, like I said. Is that all you played?
Pretty much.
It sounds cool. I might like it, maybe.
Yeah, game looks gorgeous.
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful.
And it's all in rhyme.
Yeah, I was gonna say I like the rhyme. I love rhyme structure. Kind of reminds me.
It's kind of weird though when you. Yeah, but it's kind of weird though, like when you like. I don't know. I can't get the rhyming to come to me. Like it doesn't seem like it's rhyming at first until like later on you have to like make your brain like, because it's like there's no audio for it. It's all text. So it's like I don't know. It's like getting the rhyming in my head is like it takes a while for it to actually click. Oh yeah, that did rhyme. Or like, did that rhyme? It's like this type of thing. So that just bothers me.
Mm-hmm. All right. I played a couple of things. I got Bravely Default, like I mentioned earlier, and I played about 30 minutes of it. There was a moment, like on Tuesday, where I was like, man, I don't know of anything that I really just want to play right now. So then I just started thinking about it, and I was like, oh, I want to actually restart playing through Tales of the Abyss and play through that and beat it. I haven't started it yet, but I plan on doing so. And then my brother was leaving to go to California because he works there sometimes. But he left his cat with me, Gus, who I've mentioned before, but he left me his iPad as well. Because why not? And I've been playing fucking a shit ton of Hearthstone on the iPad. And it's real good on the iPad. It ends up Hearthstone's pretty good on the iPad, guys. Fun fact. Almost
what
as
version
if
of iPad do you have?
It's the one just before the iPad Air. So
it's
iPad
almost
4,
like it was made for it.
Yeah, it's almost like it was built from the ground up for a touchscreen. But yeah, it plays fine on PC, as Greg knows, I'm sure. So like I just logged into my Battle.net account on my brother's iPad, and all my progress sunk over, and all my cards and all my decks and everything. So I just been kind of jumping into it, and it feels so good on the iPad. Like I cannot overstate that enough. I'll say like this is the first time I've been playing the full public release since it came out of beta, and yeah, this is. I'm confident in saying this is one of the best games that's been released this year. It is just absolutely fantastic, well built, well designed, well balanced. It's gorgeous. It's easy to understand and difficult to master. All the makings of a good video game, and it's free. And I have not spent a single dime on that game yet. And
good for you, Alex.
I feel like I don't have to, but I kind of want to.
Good for you.
Thanks, Evan. So yeah, that's definitely that. I could see that creeping its way into our top 10 of the year because it's just so good. Yeah, you guys should play it. I know Greg has. Evan, you should give it a try.
Our top 10 or your top 10?
Our top 10.
Oh.
Your top 10.
Oh.
I think it'll be on my top 10.
Okay.
It might be in my top 5, but I could see it. It definitely deserves a lot of the adoration it's gotten. It is just fantastic. But yeah, it's good. That's kind of what I've been playing. I borrowed my brother's iPad so I could play Phoenix Wright, which I started playing, but I only got through like the first chapter, so I haven't really dug into that yet. But yeah, it's good. I've been digging it. Yeah, that's it. That's all I've been playing. I wish I played more, for sure. But
We played nothing.
Yeah, I played nothing. I talked
Just
enough
like he
about.
does for Malicious. He watches nothing.
That's not true. I watched some things. I had enough for that list. But yeah, that's it. I talked enough about video games last week, so no harm, no foul. So we'll take a break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about Call of Duty Advanced Warfare as Greg scowls into his microphone.
Scowls. I have many things to say about this
I'm
game.
sure you do. I'm excited. We're going to be talking about Kevin Spacey and all that jazz, From Software, all the news you can handle. And then we'll take another break, do some new releases and some voicemails, and throw this show out. So we will be back in just a moment.
Choo, choo, choo.
Do you guys mind if I do one of my things for tonight's ending part?
Sure.
Awesome.
Be my
Go
guest.
for it.
Sweet.
Hey, Scott, what's your closing topic going to be?
Scotty doesn't know.
Scotty doesn't know.
My closing topic is you guys helping me choose a game to play for the week.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Scotty doesn't know.
I remember now. I forgot that we did it already.
Don't have Adam have one.
Evan, what's your closing topic going to be?
I have to have one.
Yeah.
Since
The Walrus on Wall Street or whatever.
Yeah, there you go. The Walrus on Wall Street. Talk about video game sales, something you know nothing about.
Talk about tax stocks or something.
Just use the F word every 7 seconds.
And then just have like 8 too many tits in your movie.
We could do this for this for a one-time thing.
A little bit of
Descriptive
this,
words.
a little bit of tits.
Evan knows descriptive words, and then he just says fun and awesome the entire time.
Evan's Fun and Awesome Corner. Evan's Fun and Awesome Full-Time Swag Show. That's going to be our new YouTube video series.
Apparently, it's National Masturbation Month.
Yeah, you
didn't
let
know
us know
that?
what you'd like to do, Evan.
Why is it a month?
Huh?
Why is it not an hour?
I don't know. It's safe.
Well, you got to jerk off just more ferociously every day. Ethan just texted me YOLO swag. Just
Somebody
like,
just
on
tweeted.
point.
Happy National Masturbation Month.
I almost played some of this sweet, Oh, yeah.
What the fuck is
It's Disco Zoo.
Oh man. Have you got your time machine yet?
Oh, I've beaten it, Evan.
Oh,
I have almost all the diamond trophies.
almost all of them. I have them all.
All right. Yeah, I know that's not true.
Okay, fine. All but one.
All but Juan.
Juan.
Have you not gotten the diamond? Have you been like getting the diamond trophies as you go?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what my mom did.
I'm kidding. I don't have them all.
Okay.
Really?
I've gotten them all for the first 3, and then I decided to save up for the time machine.
I just got the last Jurassic diamond trophy, so now
Very
I
nice.
just need jungle and polar diamond trophies, and then I unlock a very special secret.
Better not spoil it for me.
I'm not going to. I don't even know for sure what it is, but I have an idea.
It's gonna be the. Okay.
I'm not gonna say anything.
I'm not.
Surprise.
Yeah. Bum, bum, bum.
All right.
Got anything else in the chat or comments or anything?
Well, let me double check. Actually, Harold says, "Call of Duty talk sounds like it's time to get a shower." What?
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 You were generally confused about that statement.
Yeah. All right. I need more alcohol.
That's not gonna solve the problem.
It solves all the problems. God damn it, Alex. I wish I could drink, but I'm on antibiotics right now, so I can't.
Oh, that's where you've been sick, haven't you?
Yeah.
Who?
You get that Florida sickness and like what was it, like a flu or something?
No, I got bitten by some sort of bug or something like that, and it got.
Oh my God, you're Spider-Man!
I know, right? It got infected though, and it ended up being all bad. So it's fine. I'm finally better now. So.
Oh, that's good. Alex.
What?
No. Sit down. I don't want to scare you.
Sit down.
You need to hear this.
Sit down.
This is an intervention.
Ready for this?
It turns out
Oh boy.
that in Florida, Ray got bitten by a radioactive something. So he's
What?
like, he's a spider. He's a Spider-Man, but he doesn't know what he got bitten by. So we have to guess what he got bitten by. Because he's a Superman. He's a super something. He doesn't know what he is yet.
He got
He's the
bit by a
amazing
butterfly.
anchovy man.
That's a fish.
Anchovy man. What does that
That's a
make
fish,
me?
not a bug.
Doesn't have
Nah,
to be
he
a
got
bug.
bit.
He just
By
said
the
he
way,
got
I
bit.
swear to God, if IGN puts out another goddamn Call of Duty article, I'm going to fucking murder somebody.
Oh, boo boo.
Boo! Don't cry, silly.
Greg. An article place is posting articles.
About the same shit over and over again.
They've posted 3. Like 3.
I saw that news break last night. Let me count right now. They have the rewind video. They
Okay.
have the.
Is that an article?
They have the 5 biggest news stories, which has Call of Duty in it.
Well, that's not related.
They have.
I'm not going to allow that one.
11 Call of Duty. That's not. Well, where the fuck are they? They're
Aw.
our space.
Greg, and I can't find them.
Call of Duty, the DLC one,
Okay.
the announcement trailer, the trailer itself,
Those
the
are
Amazon
the same
reveal.
post. Yeah.
Like,
What is your complaint here?
and
They're
then the
reporting
platforms
on the
reveal.
news as it breaks. And people like Call of Duty, so they will read those posts.
Yeah.
I don't know what your problem is.
Why don't you complain about something like Naughty Dog, like everybody else?
Yeah.
Wait.
Play about something more niche.
People complain about it.
News in gaming. Let's talk about some news, guys. So, some things happened this week. I guess let's get right into the Call of Duty stuff because that's the biggest news, I guess. You know, let's talk about Nintendo first. Nintendo will not be holding an E3 press conference this year, much like last year. Anyone surprised by this is silly. There's my word, silly.
Just think, they're gonna have their own in maybe another year or another half.
No,
No, I don't.
With
they're-
announcing something big.
no.
Yes.
Now you're just talking crazy talk, Evan.
No.
Yes.
How
No.
is this ever a good thing?
Alex, drink more. We need to make Evan say more random shit.
Gus is in my room somewhere. So, people are outraged. I don't know why. So, here's the thing. Nintendo didn't do an E3 press conference last year. They did a Nintendo Direct, and then they did a behind-closed-doors press conference that was not for us. The general consumer, let's say.
And
or the
look
press.
how well that went.
Yeah, well, that's irregardless. Not irregardless. Sorry, that's not a word.
Unregardless.
That's regardless. Like, that is unrelated.
They're just gonna have something big soon. I can just feel it.
I guess. So, well, let me get through the fucking news story. They are doing what they are calling a, quote, digital event, end quote, which they are starting on Tuesday, June 10th at 9 a.m., which is when they would normally do their press conference. They'll be doing a digital direct like they did last year, and then they will be streaming their demos that they will be giving press, I assume, from the event from E3, I guess for the whole week. And then they will be doing a Smash Brothers tournament that they're inviting Smash Brothers players to come play Smash Brothers, and then Smash Brothers will be playable in Best Buys. Again, very similar to what they did last year. And of course, the internet is like, oh, Nintendo's fucked! And that's just
They're not
right
fucked.
to
They're
it.
just making a very dumb decision.
How is it? Why is that a dumb decision?
Because they're, again, holding a behind closed doors.
No, they're not. They're not holding any behind closed doors anything.
If anything,
They're
they're
not-
making it more exposed to everybody.
They are not holding any press conferences. They are holding a Nintendo Direct, which is basically their press conference just broadcast on the internet, and it's pre-recorded. And then they will be streaming the demos that they'll be showing from the show floor the entirety of at least Tuesday.
Why don't they just come to E3? Like
They
just-
are at E3. Like, they will be there. Like, I just don't understand the outrage about this. Like, one, press conferences cost a lot of money, all right? They cost an exuberant amount of money that Nintendo might not need to be spending right now. Especially
Not at all.
especially because last year they did this and it didn't make a difference. So, and they did the year before that, they did a press conference and it didn't make a difference. So they need, instead of maybe doing this or a press conference, they need to be looking at a third strategy, a better option. That's what I think they should be doing. But them doing this, it's not a bad move. You know, it's just, it is the move that Nintendo made last year, and it was fine. No one cared. And it's the move they're making again. Like, saying that they're not going to be at E3 is a comment from ignorance. They will be there, they just won't be holding a press conference. That's the disconnect that we have with the actual press, people that go to E3 and go walk across that show floor and go to demos and go to scheduled appointments. We're not there. All we see are big press conferences that are just stupid and for show. And that's why when we think, oh, Nintendo doesn't have a press conference, they're not at E3, that's not how it is. That's not reality. That's this twisted bullshit that this disconnect between the public and E3 has created. And that's what I was trying to say earlier this week, but no, I was being stupid. Sorry.
Okay, Alex.
I had to
tell us how
rant
you
there.
really feel.
Hashtag Alex rants.
Well, the other
Sorry,
thing is
I got
it's,
into it on Twitter earlier this week, and I had
it's
to
a
put that out
smarter
there.
move because they're doing the Nintendo Directs.
Like, I don't know if the Nintendo Directs are working for them, but they're working for me as a consumer. I like them,
Well,
especially
it's-
the most recent ones.
How much time does every press conference get at E3 for their conference?
1 hour to 2 hours. So,
Right. They have to pick and choose what they represent. And they have to make large cuts.
yeah.
They do.
And they have to pay to book those events and do that press conference. They have to pay a
Right.
lot of money.
Nintendo's probably spending roughly around the same amount of money to get, I don't know, an extra 15 hours out of the year to press that shit through the digital event.
It's just like it's a financially smart decision. And regardless of what you feel about this weird thing that they put out, this announcing Nintendo at E3 2014 thing, that aside, like, it doesn't mean that Nintendo's not going to be there. It means that they won't have a press conference, and some people are upset about that. But
And nudge Greg.
Greg, for example.
I was just making a point. To get you guys to talk. I don't really give a shit if Nintendo's there. or
Like,
not.
what?
What?
No, I was just making up shit so that you guys would be pissed and start. I
Wait.
did that on purpose.
Greg makes up shit to piss us off? When did this start happening?
I sectioned that shit. I don't really care if Nintendo's there or not. I mean, either way, it's good for them, whatever they decide to do. I mean, they can
Not
have a
necessarily.
digital.
But I see what you're saying.
Yeah, like, to me, it doesn't
But
really matter. I don't
between-
play enough Nintendo games to justify, like, loving Nintendo, but I enjoy Nintendo games. I mean, you know, you guys love Nintendo a lot, and I love, like, the Nintendo 64 and old games like that. I mean, but... I mean,
Like,
I don't own a Nintendo as of right now, so...
Here's my thing. Well, actually, before I go off on another tirade,
Can I go?
and what do you think, Nabishin? What did you want to say about this?
I think what you really need to look at is pretty much the last two E3s for Nintendo, or even the one before that, even. But like 2 E3s ago, when the last time you were actually there, they showed off the Wii U. And pretty much they pretty much got slapped for that. That was like a terrible conference. Like all we saw was like what they ended with fireworks from what was it, Nintendo Land. So like, and it was all they were showing like this games we already played before, like Batman Arkham City and Mass Effect 3. It's like, oh, okay, so this is like pretty much everybody thought that was a big waste of time. They did next year. They did the Nintendo Direct, which is pretty much just telling you they didn't. I don't even remember if they announced anything really. I know they showed Donkey Kong. They showed off the Link Between Worlds and stuff like that. Showed off a little more Smash, and pretty much it was like. Basically, my point is like it seems like no matter where you see it, you're going to get the same information no matter how they do it. And it's just a matter of because I know the big argument from everybody is like, oh, E3 is for the consumer, that gets on TV and that gets for their mom and dads and all that other stuff for people who don't know it, to get to talk about it. But I feel like if the news is big enough, they'll get to it regardless, no matter how you do it.
Yes,
that's pretty much the big thing.
Really, the only time Nintendo ever needs to be at E3 is to launch a console, and that's it.
Pretty much like the big example of that is when Sony announced the PS4.
Yeah,
that was all live stream, and then like everybody knew about it.
Thank you. All right, so like my point that I was going to go into, because I was saying stuff on Twitter that apparently people got really upset about, that I don't think E3...
Welcome to the internet.
I know, right? I don't think E3 is going to be very relevant for very long. And this is because maybe Nintendo is...
Spike gets a hold of it, then they'll just strangle it to death like they did with everything else they get a hold of.
Yeah, well, that's Spike. But this is because not necessarily what Nintendo is doing, but the idea of what Nintendo is doing. That like you can bypass the press and just direct announce whatever you want to say to people, to the people that are the consumers, and they will come, they will gather, and they will watch it regardless. Like that's what Microsoft and Sony did last year to announce both their consoles, and both got a huge response from general press and general consumers, and both of those events were outside of E3. And E3 as we know it as consumers, of like seeing big press conferences and hearing all these news stories and announcements, I feel like that's going to go away, and it will continue as something where members of the press get to go and play the games and write their written reviews and do their video interviews.
So basically it's going to be another PAX.
No. It's still going to be exclusive, but
Right,
I think...
Right, but it's going to be like another PAX. Like,
well, no.
It'll be a trade show. It'll be like a PAX, but just for press.
Right, I'm saying that, yeah, that's basically whatever.
I know.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Greg.
I'm not trying to cut both of you off. The thing about E3 is that a few years ago it was to the public, and then they limited the amount of people that were actually
more than a
allowed
few
in
years
there.
ago. Long time ago.
So it basically already is just a singular press event with a little bit of the general public allowed. Eventually, like you guys are saying, it's just going to be the press only, and then eventually the press aren't even going to show up. So
yeah, it's just like, I don't think the press will stop showing up, but
well,
like,
you know what I mean.
E3 as we see it, as public general consumers that are not members of the press and are just people sitting here talking about video games because we love them and we follow them, like that's not going to be the same, because the important part of E3 is when press gets to go and preview the games and see the games and be able to see and play them and see if they're good or if they're bad. Like that's the part that we never see of E3, and we never have, and we probably never will, and that's the part that's going to remain relevant. But the part we see, the big showy press conferences, like why does Sony need to pay a bunch of money for a press conference at the same point every year? Well, because the general press is always looking at Sony at that point in the year. But that's just going to change because Sony's going to realize they can just live stream that or just do some kind of digital event to get that information out there, and people will watch all the same. That's what.
I think like the other side that. To kind of play devil's advocate, from the other side of that, like, like what was the biggest thing from E3 last year? It was the no DRM thing from the Sony conference and that big reaction from that. So that's kind of the giveaway. So like I could definitely see your point by saying that it'll go away eventually, but I don't think that's like anytime soon. And I do see what you're saying, that yeah, it's just a waste of money. Why do this when you can just pretty much have everything? You could put this whole show on the internet for everybody to see, and then like just the press, which E3 is supposed to be for anyway. Basically, it's supposed to... Go ahead.
Audacity just crashed.
Oh,
It was while you were talking, Nobishin, for me.
okay.
So give me a second while I restart recording.
Oh boy.
It's all right.
Oh my god!
Saving the project.
Nothing to say, Scott? It wasn't me this time!
Well, save it, because I'm not recording right now.
I do.
Okay.
It's about how it's. You're right about it going to be changing.
Oh,
but like
just save it right now.
I'm gonna save it.
Save it.
So stop recording now?
No, you guys are fine. I'm just gonna have
Okay.
one of you bring me back in.
I mean,
What do
more
you-
Scott that like you would yell out. I was like, oh, it wasn't me messed up this time, but there.
What's your timestamps, guys?
1 hour and
1:15.
15 minutes.
Yep.
Okay.
115, 11503, 11504, 11505.
I lost-
Fuck you, I'm not stopping.
God damn it!
115.
Mic check, mic check. 1 2 1 2.
1:15:13. 1:15:15.
Okay. Somebody count down from 5 to 1.
5,
5.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. I will close that. I don't know why Audacity crashed. I'll close.
It doesn't like
something.
you, Alex.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Man, you should grow a beard so it likes you.
Yeah.
You're
That's,
speechless.
that's it. Okay. Continue, Nabishin, wherever you left off.
I can't remember where I was at. Yeah. Oh, God, I don't
You
remember.
said E3 won't change anytime soon.
Yeah, yeah, I completely lost my flow, so.
Yeah,
You
I
go
think
ahead, Scott, if you have anything to say.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I think it's gonna
Well,
be changing.
here's
soon,
the
if
thing
anything.
about E3 that I want to say is good for the market.
Yeah.
I don't have anything to back this up, but it does feed the war between the main groups.
The big three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or more like the big
So if you
At this point.
if you go ahead and you remove that, then awareness for a lot of things is going to go down. Even for the people who follow it, of course, it's not going to change for them, but for the people who don't, the awareness of the level is going to go down.
Mm.
And that will matter.
Yeah, I mean, like, here's my thing. Like, I think E3 has always been a big deal to us because this is it. Like, you know, E3 is the thing for video games. It's the Apple press conference equivalent for people who play video games, you know? It's a big deal, but, like, I feel like we might start seeing stuff crop up outside of E3 that are equally as big deal. Like, that Sony event last February was huge. Massive.
Pretty much.
As was the Microsoft event in May. And those were both events outside of E3. And I feel like as soon as Sony and Microsoft kind of get a grip on those events, we will see more of them. I don't know if E3 is going to change drastically, but I feel like something is going to happen soon where, you know, Sony and Microsoft realize that they don't have to spend a bunch of money on a press conference that, you know, it might not just be, it just might not be worth it. Because it's barely televised anymore. I don't even know if Sony, Ubisoft, and EA are televised anymore.
G4 used to be the people that did that.
And G4's gone.
And G4's gone because bullshit happened.
But, like, my thing, like, Nabishin, you were saying that huge reaction happened at the Sony press conference, and it happened because Sony let a bunch of just people off the street in, PlayStation fans in.
Yeah, that's true.
Which compromises what makes E3 important is that it is something for people who earn their way there, right? Industry and analysts alike. So
Yeah, you're totally right. Yeah.
I just I don't.
I remember that year where they what the Vita said they had supported AT&T. That's what they were doing up there. And I remember them saying you know what, you're not supposed to do that at a press conference. What are you doing? That type of thing. So yeah, I totally get that.
Yeah, it's just either more of that shit will happen where general people are being let in to the point where E3 is just a public event, and then it does change, or the opposite of that happens, where less and less of that happens, and there's less broadcast and there's more exclusivity to it. I don't know. I can't say for sure. Part of it's just a gut feeling. Part of it's just because of the response that those two events got last year. But I'm not saying E3 is irrelevant. I'm not saying video games are irrelevant. I'm not saying that video games are dying, and that's how some of my comments were construed. I'm saying that E3 as we know it, as we consumers know it, will change. That's just the ever-changing popularity of this industry. I don't know if it'll happen in 1 year or two, but I have a feeling it will. Mark Griffiths finally got in the chat, and he says, as long as Nintendo Direct isn't broken this year, it doesn't really bother me that Nintendo aren't having a press conference. Remember last year when I had been up for 25 hours and I had a mental breakdown?
I remember that. You hated that press conference.
Yeah.
Or that Direct, I should say.
Except for the Smash Brothers part. The part I couldn't see.
Quick question for you, Alex. Do you think Nintendo's done at E3? Even if they do announce their eventual new hardware, do you think that'll be that one time that'll actually be there to kind of show off from their hands? I mean, obviously they announced it to 2DS last year on one of the directs in one of the months. But do you think whenever the Wii 3 or something like that gets announced, do you think it'll be at E3 or maybe just another direct?
I don't know. I think they'll reveal it at E3 and they'll announce it somewhere else. That's my thing. And from apparently, Nintendo Directs aren't working for Nintendo. I watched this great friends list on Polygon when Nintendo announced this on Tuesday. Just kind of generally talking about Nintendo and their business, and they brought up a lot of good points. Chris Grant did, the editor-in-chief over there, and it's just E3 did Nintendo did the big E3 press conference to announce Project Cafe, which would be the Wii U, and then the next year they did the Direct, which was last year, to kind of get more hype going for it, and both got middling responses, especially in the sales department. So neither of those options are really working for them. These Nintendo Directs aren't really driving up system sales. So I don't know.
It depends on how many people actually know about them. I mean, we know about them because guess what?
That's the whole point, right? If people don't know about them, then why is Nintendo doing them?
Because they think that it's the way to get to their core audience. Nintendo fans will watch Nintendo Direct, but the rest of the public will not watch Nintendo Direct because nobody fucking knows about it. Where the hell do you go watch a Nintendo Direct? Exactly, nobody knows.
There is the crux of the problem. Well,
YouTube.
It's on YouTube, so you can see the views. But
I'm aware of that, but just for the sake of.
But yeah, I mean, Nintendo's not stupid. If people aren't watching it, they're going to change what they're doing. They just haven't done it yet, and I feel it's just they aren't driving sales right now, and that's what they need to be doing. I mean, they're still making a profit every quarter because of the 3DS, so I'm not worried about them, obviously. But so they've got to do something about the Wii U. We all know that. Mark Griffiths says, as long as Nintendo has games on the show floor, I don't really see the big deal. And Harold says, big two, Nintendo and Sony, winky face.
No, EA and Ubisoft, Harold, come on.
Yeah, duh! Well, I think that's enough about that. Evan, do you have anything you want to add to it?
No, I do not.
All right. There you go. From Software has been purchased
by Katakawa. I'm actually really excited about this.
Katakawa, which is a Japanese publisher, Yeah, it was reported earlier this week. The deal will be finalized on the 21st of May. 80% of the studio stock has been purchased by Kadokawa. Yeah, good deal for From Software. It sounds like.
This is all good because that means more Japanese-based video games will appear in the U.S. now.
Now what leads you to say that? Is Kadokawa known for publishing in the U.S.?
Kadokawa owns a lot of anime, and so therefore there's a lot of anime-based games, and therefore there's a big chance that we'll get anime-based games in the U.S.
Yeah,
a
but
lot more of them.
Well, that's not necessarily true. I mean, this is just From Software. I mean, From's never had problem publishing their games in the U.S. They've always found publishers. But, I mean, like, them being owned means they'll probably have more money to toss around.
It would be like an easier licensing issue.
Yeah.
That we're dealing with here. Like, Greg's not totally wrong. Magnitude is the question.
Yeah. Speaking of
I
which,
just want more anime-based games because there's a lot of games from Japan that I want to play, but I don't want to pay.
well, I don't think this is related to that.
4,000 yen or 4 million yen or whatever it is. I know, but that's just my
4
hopeful.
million.
4 million yen.
You know what I'm talking about, Navashin. You know.
I know what you're talking about, dude, but that's a little bit too much.
I know it's like 40,000, but whatever.
Also, in the From Software department, rumors of a new From Software game have been circulating.
This is the first time I heard about that.
Its working title is Project Beast. There's some screenshots in a NeoGAF thread out there. Very Dark Souls looking, except it looks like
extremely Dark Souls looking.
Except the
Look at that
protagonist
fog.
has
Look
a
at that
shotgun.
fog.
I'm looking at the fog.
Look at the fog.
He's going through a fog gate. It looks like a
Look at the
next.
floor.
It looks like a next gen system, but the protagonist has a shotgun and a sword. So
Modern video game!
what ends up Dark Souls was taking place 3,000 years in the future after all of our shit had fallen apart. Anyway, after all, that's how it worked out.
Deep down?
Deep down, exactly. Sounds cool, but it's just a leak / rumor right now. But yeah, could be interesting. The art looks good for sure, but maybe we'll see more at E3. Since that's only like fucking 5 weeks away now. Jesus H. Christ. Silver PR sent us this news that Sunset Overdrive will not have co-op. It was announced.
That is kind of weird.
Yeah, it's kind of a
Sunset
bummer.
Overdrive?
It's a Insomniac game exclusive to Xbox One.
Oh, this game. Okay.
That looks really cool. It looked like it would make a really good co-op shooter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or Left 4 Dead, but I don't know.
Yeah, the camp is the tweet reads, quote, "There is a single-player campaign for one player only," from the official Sunset Overdrive Twitter account.
God damn it.
Yeah, kind of a bummer, but again, we don't know much about that game. I'm sure we'll see tons of it at E3.
I already forgot about it.
Yeah, it was
like, oh, that game's cool. And now it's like, where is that game?
Yeah, I'm excited to get re-excited about that game.
Unlike Watch Dogs, which has been around for 3 years now.
Harold says in the chat, Nintendo Directs is like preaching to the choir. It's best used for new IPs like Tomodachi Life. I concur. 'Cause that shit was crazy.
Cray.
News story that Nabishin told me about, fucking Sony's going full bore when it comes to indie games on the PS4, it ends up. Surprise, surprise. But they announced that a bunch of games will be ported to the PlayStation 4 within the next 2 years, including games like Chasm, which is being developed right here in Baltimore, Maryland. Fun fact. Jamestown Plus, Nidhogg, Skulls of the Shogun, Scapegoat 2, which I saw at PAX, Don't Starve, Reign of Giants, and, quite possibly the most important on the list, Spelunky.
You have a problem.
No, I don't, because since I already own it on PlayStation 3 and Vita, I will get it for free on PlayStation 4.
That doesn't mean that you don't have a problem already.
Fuck you, Scott! Let me have this!
You do have this. I'm trying to get it away from you.
Yeah, they said stuff like, as far as Spelunky goes, that they'll be upping it to 1080p, and they'll be seeing if you can attach video playthroughs to your post on the leaderboard, so people can watch your leaderboard playthrough. So there you go. Stuff like that sounds really cool. Yeah, I'm excited. A lot of good games on this list. The full list is on all of the other websites that are out there. Apotheon, Axiom Verge, Chasm, Don't Starve, Reign of Giants, Drifter, Scapegoat 2, Ironclad Tactics, Jamestown Plus, Nidhogg, Skulls of the Shogun, Spelunky.
Nidhogg.
Nidhogg's going to be awesome.
That game looks so good.
It is. They were having like a Nidhogg tournament at PAX East, and it was just they had like an announcer going, and there's just a crowd of people just cheering and like yelling anytime someone would get killed. It was awesome. It's like, man, this is the way to play this game. All right, let's get to the news you've all been waiting for. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare.
Oh, so it's a real-time strategy game?
What?
No.
So
Advanced Wars.
Advanced Wars. There you go. So Call of Duty Advanced Warfare is coming. Is the 2014 iteration of Call of Duty, the first Call of Duty game to be primarily developed by Sledgehammer Games. It is coming November 4th, 2014. And yeah, it got leaked pretty much after they basically said, hey, we're going to announce the new Call of Duty on Sunday, which is May the 4th. Be with you. And then it got leaked that night, which was last night. Mm-hmm. And Kevin Spacey is all up in this game, which may be a reason alone enough for me to buy it, because Kevin Spacey is fucking amazing.
You're part of the fucking problem.
Why?
God.
What? All right.
Because all I see in comments is, I'm buying this game just because Kevin Spacey. Not
what?
because the
Kevin
game's good or
Spacey's
anything.
great!
Just because an actor that is famous is in a video game. That is not how games should be bought.
Oh, like you wouldn't buy an anime just because Johnny Young Bosch is on it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you wouldn't watch something, oh, Johnny on Bosch is the lead character? I'll watch the shit out of it. That's exactly, you were, Nabishin, you were the best.
Whatever. You know what? Fuck
Oh,
it.
whatever.
Then I have nothing else to say.
So, I'm excited because I already, at a baseline level, enjoy a Call of Duty game. And then I watched this trailer, which just looks completely stupid in the best way imaginable. They've got exoskeleton suits, they're jumping on cars on highways. It's reminding me of The Matrix 2 in the best way. And then Kevin Spacey's in it. He's like the villain, apparently, and he's being completely Kevin Spacey. If you've ever watched House of Cards, you're like, holy shit, this is so Kevin Spacey. So, and he's like digitalized.
Or like Kevin Dreamy.
Yeah, Kevin Dreamy, exactly. If Superman Returns is your only experience with Kevin Spacey, I'm sorry. I'm saying that for you now. But, like, the game looks like just another Call of Duty game. You know, whatever. What do you expect? The full reveal is coming on Sunday. The trailer is out there now, so that's all we're working with. I'm sure you'll be listening to this after Sunday, and you'll be like, oh, you don't know about all this list of details. But yeah, I don't know. It's about private military companies. All right, Greg, lay it on us. Other than Kevin Spacey, what are your thoughts about this game?
This game looks dumb.
Why?
Call of Duty should not be called Call of Duty anymore if they're going to make a game based on theoretical machines that don't even exist. Exoskeletons are not a thing yet. No, it's not. It is PMC duty.
Well,
it's not even about soldiers anymore. It's just about ex-soldiers, and it's not even based on reality anymore. It's based on future tech. It's got 95% of it's from different movies and different anime. Like it's literally a game based on nothing anymore.
It's a video game.
They decided to give up and be like, all right, we're just going to copy everything else from everything else.
Greg. It's really hard to predict the future.
Thank you.
They should just go back to making World War II games that were actually good.
Oh, see, you bring that on here, and World at War is like the worst Call of Duty game ever
Exactly.
made.
Really? You think
Yes!
World at War is the worst?
Yes.
That is the best one in the series.
No. This is always our point of contention. That World at War is so bad. Have you played that campaign recently?
No, but I loved the campaign when I played it.
It's like grenade rainstorm, Just constantly grenades being thrown in it. So mechanically, that's my problem with it. But it's not very fun.
No, it's not.
In my
War's
opinion.
not
And I'm a
fun.
Call of Duty guy. Come on now.
Yeah, but it's a video game, and video games should be inherently fun, unless, that's the whole point.
Yeah.
But my thing is, like, just, yes, it's ridiculous. This Call of Duty game is ridiculous. Call of Duty's been getting periodically more and more ridiculous with every iteration. I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's one of the best things Call of Duty has going for it, because they are my action movie of the year, right? That's, they're my comic book movie that I go and see at midnight. That's what I want from a Call of Duty game. I know you clearly want something else, Greg, but, like, it's reductive to look at something like that. I just want you to be positive and have a laugh with Kevin Spacey trying to take over the world.
Now you're just being a fanboy over Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, now he's just being.
Just level with me, and let me tell you where Greg's coming from.
Okay.
What did Call of Duty 1 through 3 revolve around?
And Big Red 1. And Big Red 2.
Call of Duty 2 is Big Red 1.
Well, whatever.
They revolve around World War II, which
real,
is fine.
real events that happened. Like this is where why Greg is into those things. Okay.
Also,
that's
Modern
why
Warfare
a lot of the
was-
original other people are into those games. Greg, you be quiet.
Scott's defending you right now.
I understand. I got you.
That's why. That's where the original fan base comes in from. You come out with 4, and it sort of mucks it a little bit. It still gets you there, but it mucks it a little bit. After 4, directly after it, you have 2, I believe, right? Or is that
No, then it's World at War, then
World
Modern
at War.
Warfare 2.
then it's
then
World
Black
at
Ops.
War. They go back to it, and it's mechanically bad.
And not fun. I'm sorry, Greg. That's-
Mechanically bad makes it not fun. So anything other than mechanically bad, and you're being rhetorical.
rhetorical.
All right. So they fought with that, and then now they go the future route, which turns off the people who liked it from 1 to 3.
Yeah, I mean, I see that.
A decent.
Like,
That's where he's coming.
I get that. Like,
You just have to understand what Greg's saying.
I'm just saying, like,
Because
Go
Greg,
ahead.
you never said that.
But wasn't like. But I remember from Call of Duty Ghosts came out recently, Dave, and that was trying to get as serious as you can believe. At least that's how it was advertised, how serious Call of Duty can be and everything like that. And that game got panned for it. They're saying it was not good. Why even try to do this type of stuff? So I'm guessing they're just trying to do it from a different way. I mean, like, this is why there's like different studios now, so they can try different experiences and see what.
3 different
works.
studios on a
Titan all the
3-year
same-
production cycle, so Call of Duty can make bank.
well,
Yeah,
all right.
so like Titanfall just came out recently, and that's not accurate whatsoever, and that's from the guys who make Call of Duty. So they're just trying to catch that money, pretty much, to be futuristic, I guess. At least that's how I see it.
I mean, that's fine. They're not
Right,
making Call of Duty,
yeah.
so therefore
And
they don't
remember
have to
why
do
they-
that.
Remember why they left.
Because they were drowning in the same cycle over and over again.
Exactly.
Right. They were done what they had wanted to do, and they wanted to move on.
Well, I mean, like,
what had they wanted to do?
make something different, and then they did.
What
But not with Activision.
the before the something new? What did they want to do?
They wanted to make a different Call of
Call of
Duty
Duty.
game. They wanted-
No. But before that, while they were making the Call of Duty game, what was
I
the
don't
goal?
know what they wanted to do.
Alex, God damn it! We just.
I don't
went
know what
over
you're
this.
getting at. I'm sorry, Scott.
They wanted to make a historical shooter. That's what they wanted to do. And they did it, and they did it well. When they wanted to move on, they moved on, and they were still good.
All right.
At this point in time,
Let's
the argument here is that
not
Call of
call
Duty
Call
should
of Duty
be
a
moved on.
historical shooter. Let us
It's
not
not.
even go that far. It is not at all. Call of Duty 1, 2, 3, and World at War are not historically accurate.
No,
World at War
not at all.
plays around with some stuff, but no. Like, those games...
I'm saying shooters from mechanics in the past.
Yeah, I get that, but throwing around the word, like, historical shooter is...
No, that's
way
Medal of Honor's
hyperbolizing
fault.
it.
That is Medal of
Did you
Honor.
just say that's not Obama's fault?
No,
No,
that's what Medal of
that's
Honor
Medal of
called.
Honor's
Thanks, Obama.
Alex,
Thanks, Obama, for making Call of Duty, you motherfucker. Okay. All right. I see what you were getting at, Scott, but this has been derailed. Here's my thing, because let me put my rebuttal out there. Listen, I understand why you love the World War II stuff that they put out, Greg. That's fine. Like, you like the historical type stuff. But faulting Call of Duty for trying to do something different is that's not like a fault. That's them actually trying to do something different. Whether it's ridiculous or not, whatever. Who cares? It's a fucking video game. Like, the bottom line is we're all talking about big baby toys for adults. And
Just wait a year.
And like they might actually go back to World War II. Treyarch's next year. Who knows what they're gonna put out there?
No.
But the chances are not likely.
It's just like after Modern Warfare, the original, the series has literally taken a shit on itself, like hardcore.
Like, the games are consistently good on a technical and gameplay level. Just because it's the same thing every year doesn't mean the games are bad. That means they're boring. That's different.
Okay.
And
If
from
a
a
game
critical standpoint, which is the only standpoint I have, understand that. I have to appreciate the games for looking and playing as well as they do. All right? That's all I can do. And that's as objective as I can be. Yes, I know we are drowning in Call of Duty games. It will not stop until that game stops selling. That's the reality we live in.
And that's why people are trying so hard to persuade people to stop buying the damn games so that they actually focus on making something good.
And half those people are trying to persuade people to stop buying them, and then they go out and buy them themselves.
And then they're just hypocrites, and I know that because they're idiots, but that's besides the point.
Well, they're not idiots. They're hypocrites, and they're not synonymous, okay? I'm just saying getting all bent out of shape about a new Call of Duty game every year is a conversation that is 4 years too old. All right, there will be a new Call of Duty game next year, and the year after that, and the year after that, until they stop selling, and that's the reality we live in. It sucks, because now we're on this cycle of PR and spin, and these big, huge games are going to sell and take up the charts and possibly take away from smaller games that might deserve that money more, but it's the reality we live in.
But
Sucks.
you're already
gonna
saying that
support
just
it.
because one actor's in there, you're going to buy the game anyways. Therefore, you're proving my point that Call of Duty is going to make money
Hey,
off of you,
Kevin Spacey-
regardless of what you do.
Am I saying I hate Call of Duty? No. I'm saying it might be a problem, but I don't consider it one. I'm saying the games are consistently good, and that now they're adding something that has my interest. One, future tech, which I think is cool. That's why I bought Titanfall. Two, they're adding Kevin Spacey, who I think is a great actor and will add a new flair to that story. Two things that I think make a difference, and that's why I might buy this year's Call of Duty. And
Preach
yes,
it,
am I
Alex.
supporting? Am I supporting Call of Duty? Yes. Am I upset about that? No. There you go.
Amen.
I'm just
Like,
tired of it. Like,
I like Call of Duty. Like, when I play it, I consistently have a good time. I didn't play Ghost, so I skipped a year. So I'm ready to buy a new Call of Duty. There you go.
You know, I
Ghost wasn't as cracked up as it thought to be.
I know.
I've
You
played
mean
Call of Duty enough.
it wasn't cracked up at all? It was shunned.
It was shunned, straight up. Go ahead, Greg.
I've played the old games, and I've played Modern Warfare, I've played World at War, and I've played Black Ops. But like after Black Ops, I was just like, you know, I watched the next. I played World at War, Modern Warfare 2. I mean, I got to a point though where like, what is this series trying to do? It's trying to pull itself from the original Modern Warfare and literally build on top of that as fast as they possibly can. And that's what happened with the Modern Warfare series. It literally imploded on itself because they kept trying to make the same game every year.
Money in the bank.
Yeah, and
Exactly.
like I get that, but again, this is me. I'm a general consumer. All right, I know that me not buying Call of Duty or buying Call of Duty
No.
every year won't make that much of a difference. But if I see a Call of Duty game that I don't think looks very good, i.e. Call of Duty Ghosts, I won't buy it. I didn't buy Ghosts. I didn't think it looked good. This has me excited.
But they had dirt in the nails and stuff like you said would be important.
But there was
and
a
it turned out not to
dog!
be.
And so I didn't buy Ghosts, alright? I skipped it because I didn't think it looked like a good product. This has me tentatively excited. Will I buy Advanced Warfare? I don't fucking know. That's, what, months away. 6 months away from now.
November.
When my mindset then depends, it will depend on whether or not I buy it. But I like Kevin Spacey, and I like the looks of this stupid-looking story. I like action movies, so I might buy it. There's no harm, no foul. All right? That's the bottom line with me, because I look at the bottom line. I'm just, I have a good time with Call of Duty sometimes. Maybe they'll do something different with the multiplayer. Who knows? God only knows at this point. So it's just like getting bent out of shape at the fact that there's a new Call of Duty every year is something that's just, it's not a relevant argument anymore. I don't think, personally, because there will be one.
Just enjoy what you enjoy. There's always going to be haters for everything that you like. And just enjoy what you like.
Yeah, like Greg, I mean, if the next Battlefield game comes out of the wet work and proves to you that it might be something better or different, you might buy it. Even though,
As long as it doesn't come out this year, then yeah, maybe.
Like you bought Battlefield 4 even after getting burned by the end of Battlefield 3.
Yeah, I did, but that's only because Battlefield 4 was the only game for, PS4.
Well, that was a brilliant move on their part by getting that game out and having it look as good as it did on PS4. It made it a viable option by necessity because there was nothing out there.
However, it did make everybody upset when they started doing the entire beta for it, literally after the third DLC for that game, Battlefield 3, meaning so.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
like
There's just certain things that don't need 3-year development cycles, and video games are one of them.
Well, I mean,
that don't or do.
That don't. Like, Call of Duty does not need a 3-year development cycle where 3 studios are making Call of Duty every year in order to just produce a product that the masses are going to play.
Well, clearly it does, because it sells and it makes Activision money.
Yeah, well, of course it makes them money, but it's not producing anything of quality. It's just producing the next Call of Duty, which people will buy mindlessly.
Well, that's not necessarily true. Ghost didn't sell as well as Black Ops 2.
But it's still sold.
But it's still sold, but it didn't sell as well, and it's stuff like that you need to pay attention to. It's that minutia that's going to make the difference, and is going to decide whether or not Call of Duty comes out every year. Like,
people buy brands.
Would take their time with video games. That's all. I'm just
it hurts me. They're taking more of their time with Call of Duty now that it's on a 3-year cycle instead of a 2-year cycle. That's a good thing.
But they have still 3 studios working on it. They're not just a singular studio.
I know, but at least they're spending more time on each product, so each game could be better.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just hitting.
I mean, like you have a stigma against Call of Duty, which I'm not faulting you for that. I think that's an understandable thing. It is a lot of people consider it a plague in the industry, and myself included to an extent. But when Call of Duty puts out something that's worthwhile, in my opinion, I will buy it.
Okay, listen. This conversation is over. You've said nothing new in the last 20 minutes. I counted. 18 or so.
18 or so. Well, we have some comments here that might spark some new aspects of conversation. Mark Griffith in the chat, he says, I bought and enjoyed every Call of Duty up to Black Ops 2. I think they got worse as they went along, but I can't really get excited for a new one. And I can't get really excited for a new one. Harold says, Activision's running it into the ground like they did Tony Hawk and Guitar Hero. Rest in peace. And yeah, of course Activision is, because that got them money out of those 2 franchises, and now they're doing it with Call of Duty until they can't make money on it anymore. Mark says, World at War was good, Modern Warfare 3 is probably the worst, and who cares about campaign? Call of Duty is all about the multiplayer. I disagree to an extent.
Isn't that what Titanfall getting shit about right now?
Yeah.
That's why I liked the original Modern Warfare. It had a really good story.
Yes.
Modern Warfare 2 story was not great. Black Ops story, that was pretty good, decent, but
I really like the Black Ops story.
I thought it was good. I thought it was a great, or not great, but like a good turnaround and a good play on the World at War series, kind of connecting the two.
Yeah.
Including the Cold War and stuff like that. That was neat. But I just like the Modern Warfare series. They literally beat the shit out of the story.
Modern Warfare series ended on a really bad note. I agree with you entirely. Especially with the Infinity War stuff happening right after Modern Warfare 2 came out, and then all the mess afterwards.
I just, it's like, what story can we expect other than the fact that you guys are going to make something that is 4 hours long? It's going to have 6 chapters, and it's going to be all about the multiplayer, which everybody's going to play, but and the story is going to be forgettable. That's another thing about Call of Duty that I wish they would just make a good story. It's like Battlefield 4. They made literally all of 7 levels that you played in Battlefield, and none of them were really good. They were just fancy set pieces.
That's a good point. Well,
online, man, it's just buy what you like, man. Don't even worry about anybody else. Enjoy what you like. If there's idiots out there buying whatever the fuck they want to buy, let them be it. Because you know what? You'll just be the genius out of the idiots, and just think of it that way. And that's
exactly.
how
Like if you were buying something that you support, or if you were buying something that you like and enjoy, then you're supporting it, and you are adding to that good pile that you can feel good about supporting. So, yeah, just keep buying what you like and keep ignoring what you don't. And eventually, if more and more people are on that bandwagon, then things will change. But until then, we just kind of have to hold out. But my thing is, if anything can make a Call of Duty story better, it's good talent. And Kevin Spacey does have good talent. So... And the stuff the trailer that they put out was okay. It was entertaining to watch, and it had plenty of Kevin Spacey doing what he does best, which is being a motherfucking badass. And he in my head could be a compelling villain or antagonist, whichever you prefer. But
yeah, I saw Lost Boys. He's really good in it.
Oh man, I forgot about Lost Boys. Oh,
Twist, he's actually the good guy the entire game.
There you go. That would be great. Oh. Anyway, that's enough about Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. We'll know more on May 4th, which unfortunately is not today, so we will talk about more probably next week. But until then, we are going to take a break, and we have Evan's going to tell us what he wants, what he really, really wants, because he has nothing else.
Are you sure?
Yeah, he might not do it.
He might.
He might not do it.
You're right. He might not tell us what he wants. And then we got some voicemails, so we will be back in just a little bit.
Choo, choo, choo.
Does anybody have to pee or
Nope.
do
No.
something?
I'm just going to grab
Spearhead
the
this
water
bitch.
real quick. What
No.
is sitting on my desk?
I have to pee, so I'll be back.
You do that.
I figured I was going to be the only one with the opinion like that, so whatever.
Hey, man, just voice your opinion. That's all you can do. That's
I
it.
mean, I agree with you.
playing Lego Star
At this point,
Wars.
fuck it.
Yeah.
What did you
I
say,
don't give a
Scott?
shit about Call of Duty.
I said, we agree with you, but at this point, fuck it. Out of us, Evan and Alex are the only ones going to buy it. Evan, because he's being a plague. Alex, because he thinks this one's good. I'm sorry. Evan.
Well, no.
I know that it's still on your part, but
Call of Duty is
it's
But you buy it.
You'll buy it
you talking about,
because
Willis?
Call of Duty. Even though you said you don't like Call of Duty.
my stigma with it is what you say it is. It is kind of a reskin, and the thing is
I know.
Alex buys it for the story,
So do I.
but they don't need to do what they do every year. They give you $10 DLC.
Exactly.
They don't, but they do.
And I
they
see
make
what
money.
your argument is, Gray, because you like the more serious aspects of it, not this cartoonish thing that they're trying to go for this.
Like,
And that's why you
don't-
just stick with Treyarch, even though they kind of disappointed you with the
with
Black
Black
Ops 2.
Ops 2.
with the.
Because I actually have
Not
Black Ops
Treyarch.
2. I installed it. I have never played Black Ops 2. It's installed on my system. I've just never played
No,
it.
it's not Treyarch. Titanfall, guys. Insomnia.
I forgot
whatever.
Infinity Ward,
Respawn.
not Infinity. Respawn Entertainment.
Respawn. Yeah, just stick with those guys. Even though they disappointed you with no story this time around, they might change. Maybe.
Like, I think Titanfall is really cool. I have no problem with futuristic games. I just think Call of Duty should not be a futuristic game. That's just where I'll say it.
It's like I don't want Zelda to turn into a futuristic game either.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to take the game that was originally not futuristic and make it futuristic. But...
I would totally be down for a futuristic Zelda. I'm just gonna put it out there. That was a good discussion. I know you might not think so, Greg.
Darksiders.
It just went on for too long.
I didn't think so. I liked it. Maybe
you were
maybe
being
went on.
rhetorical. You were being rhetorical for a while. That's
I
what
think you're
that's
using
what I
rhetorical in the wrong context, Scott.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I went ahead and I counted new things and I counted old things.
Rhetorical or repetitive? Well, it's because Greg kept making the same points, so I kept making the same points.
That's when you tell him we already went over this. Stop it.
Well, I was presenting my points in a different way that I liked better. That's what I do. That's what any arguer or debater does. Have you ever watched a political debate?
No.
Fun.
Those are
Yeah,
boring.
I don't watch political debate. I watch porn.
I like that discussion, even if you didn't, Greg. I love your opinion on Call of Duty.
I just don't think Call of Duty should be futuristic. That's all I'm going to say.
I understand. I get that. I think everything should be futuristic. That's a hyperbole, yes, Scott, before you start attacking me for it. But I like futuristic stuff. Gus? All right, hold on. I have to let my cat...
You know, I can say that it looks cool, but, like, again, the only reason that stuff's in that game is because it's all prototype stuff. Like, the exoskeleton the military is actually currently working on. And there are certain things that game that the military is actually working on is in the game, but it's just it's weird.
I mean, like, that's the only thing that would get me interested. Oh, it looks cool. Like that's I like cool looking shit.
A lot of people think.
Hey, man,
you're talking to somebody that just spent most of his workday on breaks reading comments on IGN and Call of Duty.
Well, no wonder you're full of
Maybe
rage.
just stop do that.
Of course, you'd be full of hatred. Especially to Call of Duty. Oof.
What?
Sigh.
All right, Evan. Whenever you're ready.
Well, you don't have much to do at work other than read, so...
It's true.
That was
Masturbate.
about... Yeah, I'm just fucking masturbating.
Straight jerk it. Just straight jerk it in the break room.
The lotion.
It rubs the lotion on its skin or else it gets the hose again.
What was my little spear? Like, he doesn't use, like, bathroom soap because someone was skeeted in it or something like that?
That's right! Or he, like, thought someone would, like, rub it on their asshole or something.
What?
What?
Like, a host of the Comedy Button doesn't use, like, hotel bathroom soap because he thinks people rub it on their assholes or something like that.
Really weird.
Wow. All right.
It's hilarious.
Also, I got Evangelion headset, by the way.
I mean,
How is it?
I understand why he doesn't like use it, but at the
very
same
Japanese.
time, most of it's liquid. Not, and how would they do
He's
that?
talking about the bar of soap.
I know, but like,
Take it out of the box and just, like, shove it in your asshole and then put it back in the box. How fucked up is that? That's the man soap.
that's kind of toxic to you too.
Yeah, no, you'll get pink eye for sure.
I mean, you'll heard of butt chugging before,
that or
right?
dysentery.
Oh, I've heard of butt chugging before. Or dysentery.
Just poop face to the eye.
Evan,
Alex.
start us off, please.
I'm going to tell you what you want, what you really, really don't need.
What? Just what?
This past week on PSN, for the PS4, we have Child of Light for $15, and then Daylight for $15. For the PS3, we have Dynasty Warriors 7 Extreme Legends for $30, Raiden 4 Overkill for $20, Rambo the video game for $40, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Stars Battle for $50, Thriller Chiller Bundle for $20, Yu-Gi-Oh! Millennium Duels for $10. PS1 Classics, we have Bust a Move 4 for $6.
That game
past
should be
week
called
on-
Bust a Nut 4. So.
This past week on Xbox Game Store, we have Child of Light for $15. For this past week on NintendoWare, for the Wii U, we have NES Remix 2 for $15, and it's available April 25th. I don't know why
It's
you
out
put that
now.
there. It's out now.
I didn't put that there, alright? I get these from Joystick. Spoilers.
We also have Yoshi's Island Super Mario Advance 3 for $8.
Why would they put that game out when New Island just came out? That's kind of dumb.
Why would they put it out on Wii U? I still don't understand why they put out GBA games on Wii U.
Because they
know.
want to make money, Alex. Calm down. For the 3DS, we have Gardening Mama 2 Forest Mines for $30.
Forest Friends.
Forest Friends, wow.
Mine?
Forest Mine? Is she gardening in a mine shaft?
Yes.
That sounds
we
like the
have-
best new Minecraft game ever.
We have Ava and Avior Save the Earth. There's no price there. We
Price
have,
to be announced.
yeah. We have Legends of Oz Dorothy's
Is it
Return
acceptable?
for $30. Go ahead, Navishin.
I said in simple, but don't worry about me. I'm being dumb.
Okay. We have Mystery Case Files Return to Ravenhurst for $6. Me and My Furry Patients 3D, price to be determined.
I love that board.
We have
Especially in 3D.
wow. Okay, we have Sea Battle for $2 or 200 DSI points. Retail releases for the week of May 6, 2014. We have
Oh,
Hockey-
please. Please. You have to attempt it.
Hakioki Stories of Shinsegumi for the PS3. We have
Those
God of War
not bad.
Collection for the Vita. MLB 14 The Show for PS4.
The show?
Still like how I wrote that. The show.
Full show.
Faux show. SHO is how I wrote it in the doc for people's reference.
Show. Oh,
I
show.
want to pick up that game.
Yeah, that game looks awesome for baseball fans.
Show.
The only baseball game out.
It's the only baseball game.
Only next gen baseball game, yeah. There you go. 2K's contract with the MLB expired, so there's no MLB 2K game.
Competition.
Yep.
No competition. It's gonna be Madden. Oh my god.
Yeah, you can only get a baseball game on Sony platforms. Some hard competition. All right, Silver PR voicemail is loading up right now. We've got one from Harold as well.
How's it going, Irrational Passion Crew? Solo PR here. How's it?
Oh, Silver PR forgot to mention you, Scott. He just wanted to say he was sorry over Twitter.
He forgot to mention what?
He forgot to mention you in his voicemail.
Oh, that's cool,
How
man.
you doing? Alex, Nabishing, Greg, perhaps? And who other than Evan the Walrus, Ola Morsa?
It sounds
Wall.
mean.
How's everybody doing?
Poor
Nasty
Scott.
weather this past couple days down there in the Maryland area and the
Fuck
East
that,
Coast.
yeah.
Whoever's listening to this and got affected, my thoughts and prayers to you guys. Let's start talking about video games. Starting with,
like that.
like the usual, MLB, the show, 13, baseball. Also, Soul Calibur Lost Swords. If you're looking for an answer for Soul Calibur 5, that perhaps many people, and I, myself included, thought was a disappointment, you're not looking for an answer down here. It's more Soul Calibur, period, with a free-to-play aesthetic. It has his things like the missions and whatnot, like the story mode. You read some text and you go to a mission, but it's just that, and doesn't have multiplayer. That's pretty much is kind of disappointing. Also,
Weird.
there's no ring outs in the game, even if you're playing
Weird.
levels that
What?
they're actually
Dude, you can't do that in a Soul Calibur
consist
game. You
of
can't do
ring
that.
outs.
Yeah.
But I don't know, maybe because they don't want nobody to cheat on the system. They just remove the ring outs and they're just invisible.
Soul Calibur's
walls,
all
and
about
that's
cheating.
Like, ugh, that's cringing. But that's just
What up,
me.
Link?
And that's
Fucking
pretty much it
cheating.
on PS3 because, like I said
Link,
last
yeah.
week, I found some money and after deliberating with my girlfriend and whatnot,
Oh, Greg, Silver PR found, and Evan, Silver PR found $370 in a random wallet on the street with no
I know he
ID.
told me about
What?
it.
Oh, well, yeah, you guys talked on Skype, right? But yeah.
We also talked yesterday as well. Or the day
Oh,
before.
you guys have such a cute little bromance. I'm jealous.
we decided that yes, I did have permission to buy a PS4. Yes, I got it. I bought it last Sunday on Plaza Las Americas. That's like the biggest mall down here, and I went
Basically
to the
the Mall
Sony
America
store
for Puerto Rico.
because the Sony store had a incentive that GameStop don't have. That if I bought it over there, they got a $20 PSN card. And you know, if you guys can give me any suggestions, what game should I buy that doesn't cost no more than 20? Just go
Nope.
ahead and tell me.
I was gonna say Battlefield.
Yeah, if you don't already have it, Mercenary Kings is $20.
You already got it. It's
Oh,
free.
yeah. Towerfall's
You got
good,
PlayStation Plus.
but if you don't have people to play it with, it's probably not very good.
Yep.
I guess Daylight you have to avoid with a fucking 10-foot pole because that isn't as good as I wanted it to be.
Right now, the games that I have are the usual ones that Plus
Don't
gave
Starve is
us,
good.
like Resogun, Zen Pinball 2. Sorry, Zen Pinball 2, it's for free. It just pretty much imported the tables that I got from PS3. I got Contrast, and also I have Mercenary Kings. That's the one that I'm most playing. I'm having a lot of fun with
I'll
it.
play with you,
Not
man.
to have
So
Final
Mauser.
Judgment, but
Yep.
after playing the first 2 hours, that they were kind of, getting used to the hang of it, and now that I had the hang of it, I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's pretty much the thing that I'm playing the most, and also Resogun on the side because voxels, boner.
Voxels.
That's it. Also, I've been trying the streaming capabilities, and they're okay. I got 10 megs of download and 1 meg of upload, and looks to run fine when I'm not using any other devices in the house. With median settings, in high resolution HD, I think kind of cuts off. But hey, streaming capabilities were not, like one of the things that I was looking forward for the console. I just want to play games on it.
Yeah.
It's a plus
Hey,
thing,
yeah.
side thing that if I
Some would
upgrade
say
my
it's
speeds in the
PlayStation
future.
Plus.
God damn, I was about to say that! I was gonna be like, is it a PlayStation Plus?
Maybe I dedicate a little bit more, but it's not like detrimental that I can not use it. Really, like most people out there. Now that I have the PS4, now I'm looking forward for Batman Arkham Knight and The Crew, and also more baseball, but more pretty MLB Show, and also Drive Club because why not?
Best
I have a
podcast
lot of,
ever.
I pretty like what Evolution gave us.
I'm
does.
sorry, Silver PR.
So yeah, and that's pretty much it about games. Let's talk about tangents.
Arkham Knight looks hot.
Let's start with the
by the way.
ET landfill. My God, really, it wasn't even.
Wait, Greg, do you have any thoughts on the ET landfill?
I don't really care.
I've seen it in the news. What is it? It's just a landfill with a whole bunch of ET games.
Pretty much.
Bunch of garbage.
Basically, everything that Atari did not want the public to see anymore.
Well, it wasn't even like a thing. They weren't like hiding it. They just like threw a bunch of shit away 30 years ago, and then no one asked them what they did with it. Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, you guys never fucking asked." Like, what did you want us to do with it? Keep it in a warehouse taking up space? No, we put it in a fucking landfill.
And they went and found it.
And
You
then
guys
they were
said
like,
it was garbage, and we listened. What more do you want from us?
I mean, like,
"What do you want us to do?"
Not listen to the players. That's what.
who really cares though?
Exactly.
I mean, E.T. was a horrible game anyway.
Yeah, like no one at this point doesn't fucking matter.
I can't
Urban
believe they're
myth.
actually paying
This
like a Hollywood actor to do, or not Hollywood actor, Hollywood director to like make a documentary of a game that sucked.
Well, I mean, it's not just the game; it's this whole thing. But yeah,
It's this whole thing to make money off of something that was already public knowledge.
yeah. I didn't know it was already public knowledge. It was funny. Atari afterwards, they were like, "Yeah, no, we did that. You guys just never asked about it." It was like, like, what did you want us to just tell you? Like, we could have done that. You didn't have to go dig it up. So, I love that like reaction afterwards. This is the best.
Was like confirmed by many reports many years ago. I believe Patrick Klepek was explaining all this last Monday on the Scoops and the Wolf.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a game that I played back in the day.
It's a show.
That I did have fun when I was 4 years old, before I had a Nintendo and a Super Mario Brothers, and then I started discovering, no pun intended, the rules about video games and how horrible.
Silver PR says in the comments, "You guys are killing me, guys, but having fun." I love you, man.
It was E.T. when I, got the realization of video game rules. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Biggie. Now the question will be, what the hell are they gonna do with all those E.T. cartridges found?
Burn them!
They're gonna play all of them because their
else,
game was already
right?
made in 6 weeks.
And also,
That's
another Naughty Dog person left. Okay, guys, I'm like, and here it goes. Who gives a shit? Mode. I mean, as of now, this game for me is dead until E3 comes.
Yeah.
If they don't
It doesn't
show us
exist.
anything promising, then we had to worry. But I'm like, another person left. I'm like, who gives a shit? I don't care. And also, somebody called me out and they want me to talk about beef about my country. I'm not gonna do that. I listen to the Giant Bombcast. In my opinion, it's kind of detrimental what they're doing with all those emails, whatever, regardless if they're real or not. There's so much shit happening in the world right now. Planes are missing.
Yeah.
Teenagers have died on, tragic boat sinking accidents. The nation, it's, fighting over for whatever its, idealisms are. There's so much shit going down in the world right now. Why do we need to talk about beef about, people around us? I say, let's start loving each other. Just saying.
I love you, Silver.
Why can't we
Instead of
be
talking
friends?
beef, I just want to give you quick tidbits of, things that you may not know about Puerto Rico. Like, first of all, pina coladas. Have you drink those?
If you like
Did you know those
pina
things
coladas.
were invented down here? Were made first down here.
Sorry.
Also, the biggest telescope in the world, it's right down here. It's called the Arecibo
In my
Observatory.
pants.
Google it, guys. If you want to see it in a movie, you can see it in GoldenEye. And also, other movies that have been filmed down here in Puerto Rico are like, for example, The Rum Diaries, Runner Runner.
Shitty movie.
Also,
but,
the 1995 Sylvester Stallone, Antonio Banderas movie called Assassins.
oh,
And also
yeah.
Fast and Furious 5, if you have seen the movie,
Really?
all the chase scenes with the vault and the bridge and the favelas, all that stuff filmed down here, all in Puerto Rico.
Cool.
So yeah, and also if you're looking for something recent, I believe NBC has a series called Crossbones. It's I believe about Blackbeard, another pirate thingy out there.
Yeah.
And it was also produced down here and filmed in Puerto
How
Rico.
have I
So
not
yeah,
heard about
that's
this yet?
kind of tidbits.
I was about to tell you,
No
Greg.
question this week, guys. Like I said, give me suggestions about what the hell I should do with those 20 PSN dollars that I have in my wallet right now. So yeah, that's pretty much it,
Save it.
guys. Have a fun one. CLPR, signing out.
Thank you,
Save it.
Silver PR.
Thank you, Silver.
Saving it is kind of like the best idea. Like, look at this huge list of indie games that they just announced. Like, those are all half of those are coming this year, and they'll probably all be under $20. So,
Nidhogg?
Nidhogg.
Nidhogg?
Yeah, Nidhogg's gonna be awesome. And if that has like online multiplayer, that's probably something.
It does.
Oh yeah, we're gonna
It
play
does.
the shit out of it. Then.
Oh yeah. I don't shit talking games, but I might do that for that game. For some
Oh yeah,
dumb
no,
reason.
you gotta
It's
shit
just
talking
too much.
Nidhogg. Yeah, like stuff like that, Nidhogg, like that huge list of indie stuff. Like that's kind of your go-to reference stuff. And there's still like Galaxies and Secret Ponchos coming out, I think, this summer on PS4. So, and not all of them are going to be PlayStation Plus free stuff. So,
Yeah, stop entitled people, assholes.
yeah. So, yeah, I would save it, or like save it for something like AAA that you want to buy.
Transistor. It comes out in like 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, Transistor.
Yeah.
That's gonna be
Bam.
awesome.
What was
Damn.
that card game that we all looked at was it when was it? Oh, during one of the press conferences. What was it? It's a racing game.
Drive.
Drive Club?
I think so. I think that was
Drive
it.
Club?
Yeah.
Drive Club's. They announced the release date for Drive Clubs. It's October, right?
I have no
Sure,
idea.
if that game
That's
even
alright.
comes
Gran
out.
Turismo's actually coming out soon, so I'm gonna buy that instead.
Is there a Gran Turismo coming out?
Yep,
On
Gran
PS4?
Turismo
There
6.
hasn't been enough. Gran Turismo 6 already out, dude.
Yeah, it's out on PS3.
Gran Turismo 6?
Yeah.
No, they're announcing a new one.
No.
Or they're supposed to be a new one. They said something like, if you have Gran Turismo on PS3 or whatever, you can unlock cars for the next game.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it's coming out soon.
Well, okay. I guess I must have read something wrong. I thought they were announcing that the game was coming out soon.
That's fine.
Oh.
Yeah, no, nothing's been announced as far as Gran Turismo games. Because
Well,
Gran
then I'm
Turismo
wrong.
6 came out in December last year for
I
PS3.
thought it was... Okay, well, then I guess I'm just dumb.
You're not dumb, Greg.
We know, man. We know.
You just made a mistake.
You're good,
Alright.
dude.
This voicemail comes from Harold. It is 19 seconds long.
19
19.
Jesus.
I say, hey, hey. I say, hey,
What's going on?
Hey, Irrational Passions, it's bomb time. Switch it up with a little voicemail.
Do it.
And then his voicemail ended. I feel like that wasn't supposed to happen.
Whoops, Harold.
You probably hit the hang up a little too early.
This is the best podcast we have ever recorded. I'm just putting it out there. If Harold's watching, if he wants to like follow up, because honestly, that by itself as 19 seconds is fucking spectacular. Mark Griffiths in the comments says, being a huge Naughty Dog fan, I've got to admit all these people leaving has got me slightly concerned about Uncharted 4. I'm not too worried.
Quick question, Alex.
Yeah, what's up?
You think the next Uncharted game will be rated M for mature?
I hope so.
More boobs on screen.
No. Harold said shit in the comments.
I mean, it's kind of like what like when Jared was here last time. We talked about I don't want to see a gritty Uncharted or whatever. Like, I don't know, like for real, like I like the tone that they have right now. Like, I like carefree. I like fun. I don't like it being super serious, but
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm just getting this vibe right now. Like, that's what they're trying to go for, and that's why so many people left. Like, oh no, that's not my Uncharted. I want my Uncharted to be this way. Like, a little conflict of interest. At least that's what it seems like to me. I don't know. That's what
I
it
understand.
seems
Like, I really love the tone of Uncharted, much like you. But they've done a trilogy of that tone, and my concern is that a quadrilogy of that would just be the fourth one would just be bad, or I wouldn't like it as much, even if it's equally as good, because I've seen it before. And I don't want that, because Uncharted is tons of fun, and I love them. So, like, even though I don't like Uncharted 3 as much as 2, it was still a lot of fun. You know?
What if Uncharted 4, the next one, whatever, Uncharted 4, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Uncharted,
what if-
Untitled, yeah.
What if that was Drake's son? Drake's son.
That would be
I think they
interesting.
should. I think they need to not have those characters at all. I think if the trilogy ends like that way, that is just 100% on me. Like, and it just be Uncharted something else. I'm good with that 100%. I don't think they need Nathan Drake anymore.
Yeah, I think they can add a new cast of characters and have like Drake become the new Sully or whatever, and have it be really good. Like,
That'd be weird.
that'd be weird, but I would be totally stoked about that. Imagine, like, because Sully has his kind of old man, I'm smoking a cigar, Drake. He's got that whole thing down pat. But Drake would add, like, a whole new chemistry to the secondary character. And that would be
Agreed.
awesome, I think. So, yeah, a new protagonist, I am unopposed.
Yeah, come on to Evan, so you can talk about it on the show.
Yeah, please. You beat Uncharted 1, so...
Yeah.
Play
I still have
Uncharted
to. Yeah, I haven't played much of Uncharted 2 yet.
How much have you played?
Whatever I played at
Okay,
Extra Life.
so nothing. Harold says he was going to ask us about May hype. But I don't really know what he's talking about. Do you know, Namashin?
Maybe May
Unless
the
he's
4th?
talking.
May Madness.
May Madness. Definitely not March
Oh.
Madness.
No,
I think May Madness is the disease.
we are not doing May Madness this year.
It also might be an STD.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
not
by
sure.
the way, we are not doing May Madness.
What is May Madness again?
Remember when we played all of this, we streamed all those games?
No.
Wow. I think Evan was only present for one. Just no. Fuck that shit. Evan,
I was only present during 1, too.
yeah, but we did like 4 during that one day you were there.
That's true.
So
By the way, since we're on this hype topic, I really want to do like a Mario Kart hype cast. If anybody wants to like write in about Mario Kart, their past games, like their favorite Mario Kart games, or what their thoughts are on Mario Kart 8, just write into email at irrationalpassions.com so we can talk about it on a possible thing that we might be doing, because I don't even know if we're going to do it or not. But hey, if you've been a guest on the show before and like want to talk about Mario Kart 8, because I really want to talk about the game, just let me know. Send us a message on Twitter, and I don't know, we'll probably schedule something up.
Yeah.
I don't want to play Mario Kart unless it's in an arcade machine now.
it was so good.
I don't know. I don't think I
Scott.
ever want to play that one again.
Scott's just a hater. We should have a Mario Kart party after Mario Kart comes out. We should
I
That'd
do
would be
that.
down with that, as long as I don't have to use the dumb Wii remote controls.
No, I would give you a nunchuck at the very least. What am I, a savage?
Yes.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
We can go through
All
a
right.
campaign
Okay.
together. Oh god, good.
Yeah, there's 4-player Mario Kart campaign play now.
Oh God.
Yes.
It'd be so much fun. All right, yeah, we'll do that. We tentatively the first week of June, before we do our E3 stuff, we will have a Mario Kart stream party and play a fuck ton of Mario Kart. All right. With that, unless Harold follows up soon, you can contact us in a variety of ways. You can leave us a voicemail, just like Harold and Silver PR did. The voicemail line is 404-590-1337.
It's like late.
Because it is. Thank you, Evan.
God, it's been a while.
It
I
has
know,
been a
right?
while. You can also send us an email, just like Namashin was saying for our Mario Kart Hypecast. Mailsack at irrationalpassions.com. That's MAIL sack at irrationalpassions.com.
Did I say mailbag or mail sack?
You said the email.
Okay, sure.
So sure. You can follow each of us on Twitter. I'm at AlFighter27, which spells it just like it sounds. Evan is at StickerGlue. Scott is at WhatTechuz, all one word. Nabishin is at Nabishin186. That's NABESHIN 186. And Greg is at Gregory Blaney, all one word as well. Some other stuff, please rate and review us on iTunes. It helps us out a lot. Also, rate us on Stitcher Audio. That would be awesome, because we just went up there recently and we could use some reviews over there. Follow the site and the show on Twitter at IrrationalPod, and tell your friends, please, because word of mouth is the best way to spread the love. And while you're at it, what's up?
You were on a podcast this week, weren't you?
Yeah, I was. I was on Fantastic Neighborhood Gaiden 11 with John Anderson, who is a feuding podcast mate, I guess. We're still feuding. We like had a recess on our feud just for that podcast. And me and him talked about Persona for about an hour. So,
Is he aligned with those twonks?
all right, let me... He's not aligned with those twins.
Okay.
I will tell you something, Nabashin. I will admit it to you. You might have already heard it, but it upset me. But I have to tell you, he said he went with Rise on his first playthrough, but he said if he could do it over again, he would go with Chie.
I knew that part. Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Yeah.
What's the score now? Fuck.
I don't
think
know, but I'm
I think
losing.
No, I think we're 1-1. I think we're 1-1. I think.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
I
because
don't know.
Anudis said. That's right.
Anudis
So,
went Rise and Jacob went Rise, so the writing team is on my side.
Okay.
I don't know where
I didn't
Jared's
even-
at.
Well, Greg met with Chie, so that's like 3 points right there. So.
It's true. And Jeff Gersman went Chie, so that's another 3 points. So I don't know.
Yeah. So I guess I am winning. Fuck it.
Yeah. I don't know. Yukiko's losing. That's all that matters. Maria's losing too. Anyway, while you're at it, check out the website, IrrationalPassions.com. So, also, note, there will not be a podcast recording on Friday, May 30th. We will be putting out our Tales of... I almost said Exilia. Our Tales of Xillia spoiler cast.
I like that game better. 10 Ilia spoiler cast.
Our Tales of Exilia. So that'll be going out on May 30th, and possibly our Mario Kart Hypecast. So there you go. All right, Greg. As our closing topic is a thing that is different and ends us with a smile or a discussion, Greg, please tell us that you know some shit. What have you got prepared for us?
All right, bitches, come into my mind. We're about to fuse.
I don't want to come in your mind. That sounds gross.
All right, guys. Let's talk about exclusive DLC to games.
Okay.
Sure.
So we were on the topic of Call of Duty earlier in the show, and apparently Call of Duty has already announced its exclusive DLC to the Xbox One. Do you
1 month
think,
exclusivity to Xbox One.
1 month, and I was reading, and you know how I do that.
Dangerous game you're playing right there,
reading through
son.
the comments, and people
Greg
were like,
reads?
I know, right? I'm just, and a lot of people believe that the exclusivity will not sell consoles. That I mean, and some people did, some people didn't, but the majority of the opinions there were that people do not believe that exclusive DLC will sell consoles.
Not if it's not
Wait.
permanent.
Before we go into this, is that all you had to say, Greg?
I lost my train of thought.
Exclusive. You said people in comments were saying exclusive DLC does not move consoles. And
that
you
does
were going
not
to
move
say-
consoles that have that exclusive DLC. For instance, if Call of Duty does have the exclusive of being the DLC attached to Xbox One for that month, and there are other games out there like Battlefield 3 did with PlayStation where they got the exclusive DLC first for every new DLC that came out in the 2-week early access stuff as well. So do you think that this type of setup actually sells consoles? That it will make people buy a game just because the DLC is there first?
Okay.
Not anymore.
I'm going to put 12 minutes on the clock. So continue, Nabishan. Why not anymore?
It was a thing for the 360 and PlayStation 3 cycle, like, because that's pretty much all they had. This was before the time where like exclusives was pretty much dead, which it is right now. The exclusive games, I mean, where like that was like a way to like differentiate one console from another. Because like I remember Assassin's Creed always had like exclusive DLC for that system for the PS3 version, and now we like did some numbers for them. To make like PlayStation the primary platform for that system, but like where we're at right now, like there's more PS4s out there more than the Xbox One. It's already out there that like the PS4 performs better than the Xbox One. Even for Call of Duty games last year performed better for Xbox One. Like it right now for the systems that we have right now, it doesn't matter. Exclusive DLC is not a thing anymore as far as like a selling point. It's just not like even like the Metal Gear Ground Zeroes exclusive DLC for each console that just recently this week just went out for both systems now. So both systems have all the DLC for that game. So that made it like completely pointless.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, this is like something. This is like a marketing thing. Like, sure, Call of Duty fans will be like, "Oh man, I have to wait a month for playing Call of Duty on my Xbox One." But hey, I'll be on my PS4, where probably all my friends are right now. Like which is a complete reverse from last generation cycle. So, no, it doesn't matter. Say with that.
All right, Scott, what were you going to say?
Not for console sales.
Okay.
Okay, let's put it this way. You have a PS3, you have Call of Duty, which is just a game, and DLC comes out a month later. Do you are you really going to go ahead and say, for all these packs, I'm going to shove down another $450, maybe $60, to get the DLC a month earlier?
Probably
Some
not.
people,
Some
sure.
diehard.
Enough to make a difference? No.
Yeah.
What they're going to do instead is that's the system they're going to pick up anyway.
Yeah.
And they're gonna probably get it just for the system that they have.
My thing is, like, to put my perspective out there, I think it doesn't move consoles, but it does move games on consoles.
That's where I was going.
Yeah, I figured. Like, no one's gonna buy an Xbox One, I feel like, because they get Call of Duty DLC before the people who have PS4s. They're gonna buy an Xbox One because they were gonna buy an Xbox One anyway. And if they have both systems, they'll buy an Xbox One version of a game because of that exclusivity. I feel like that actually does make a difference when it comes to that you know, kind of subset of people that have both. Or the subset of people that are like, I play Skyrim and Call of Duty. I'm going to buy an Xbox One because all the DLC comes out on that system first. Like, for example, I bought Fallout 3 on PS3 because it was the only system I had at the time. And a couple years later, when the DLC was starting to roll out, or a year or so later, and I had bought an Xbox 360 for Gears of War 2, I traded in my PS3 version of Fallout 3 to get the Xbox 360 version because, as far as I knew, the PS3 wasn't going to get the DLC. Of course, the month later, they announced that the PS3 version is getting the DLC, and I was fucking pissed. But regardless, that encouraged me enough to buy the other version of the game. I love Fallout 3, so I'm not like upset about that. But
No, but
But you wanted it first.
But I wanted to play it, and as far as I knew, that's a different scenario where like I didn't know. I just had to wait a month. But I went out and I bought the 360 version because I want this DLC, and I don't think it's going to come to the PS3 because you know they kind of put you in that mindset where you're not sure, right? Like with Call of Duty DLC, they don't announce the 1 month later release date until just like 3 or 4 days beforehand. So it puts this kind of weird state of mind out there that like I don't know if it's going to come out in a week or so. And it's like that insecurity, I think, that kind of pushes people to buy the other version, to buy the Xbox version. So no, I don't think it moves consoles. I don't think it makes that much of a difference in console sales. But I think it does move games, and that's what Microsoft cares about more, I think, because they make more of a margin on that DLC that's bought from the Xbox Game Store. And like that's where they want to see the profit margin. So
Right. So I know Microsoft might not be interested in selling consoles, but if they really wanted to, I think they could get away with doing something like console-only DLC where Xbox will have exclusive DLC like Amazon and GameStop and all the other retailers have their exclusive DLC when you buy it from them.
yeah, I think they could totally get away with that.
Right, that could be an interesting thing if that
That
actually
could change
happened.
the landscape of this.
Yeah, it could. It really could. I never actually thought about that. That's a really good point, Evan.
Yeah, that.
You guys didn't let me finish. You cut me off. And that's where I was going with it.
So Scott was right the whole time, assholes.
But you know what? I was wording it badly from the get-go, and Evan got to say it, so I'm cool.
Yeah, Evan got to say something really constructive, so yes, it's okay. But yeah,
That's a
like
scary world to live in, though. To think about, like, if one game got like, exclusive DLC for that system only.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Evan. You're right.
it's a scary world to live in where Evan has something constructive to say.
No. But that's now that you think about it, it's just weird because like if that happened, it would piss off so many people.
Yeah, it's a good point that you made though, Evan. Like Amazon and Walmart have their exclusive pre-order bonuses, so why are Sony and Microsoft not
Doing
getting
that
on that? And it's only a matter of time.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it is. I can see that happening in
That
the
is a really
future.
scary world that I kind of don't want to live in.
God
Yeah, I
damn it, Evan. Now that you said it, people are going to blame us for thinking of it first.
Like
Irrational Passion single-handedly destroying the gaming community.
like my worry is that these contracts that they're making, like when they're like, yeah, the contract where Call of Duty DLC comes to Xbox first is continuing to Xbox One. Like they said that, I wasn't surprised, but it's when those contracts get bigger, like Elder Scrolls 6 or Fallout 4. is going to have a 6-month exclusivity for DLC instead of a 1-month. Like
That's
shit
just
starts-
ridiculous.
When that shit starts happening, because I could totally see that happening.
I could too.
That's when it's like that's a big deal. 6 months of time is a lot to lose on something.
Yes, it is. And then all those spoilers you have to avoid for 6 months.
I don't think it's ever going to happen though, because honestly, DLC does not do what it used to do anymore. If you really think about it, like no one really buys DLC anymore unless it's for a multiplayer game where you just buy maps. No one really buys DLC anymore. Like one of the big cases, like Mass Effect, those DLC sales weren't all that great. Single player only DLC, I don't even think Left Behind, the last of the sold that well. That's kind of why they have to have another disc version so that can like actually do some numbers or
They can
have
recoup
people, more
the
people
sales.
actually, more people actually see it.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
All right, I said I was gonna say I would buy single player DLC if I really liked the game. Like if it was one of those games that I played not 24/7,
Like Skyrim?
nonstop, like Skyrim or like one of those big games that you just keep playing
Yeah,
and playing. Like
I feel
WoW and all that.
I feel like there's a stigma against single player DLC. I feel like that just doesn't sell as well. Like the
No,
response
but-
is never as big.
But it does sell.
Because most of them are always crap.
Yeah, it's true.
This-
Most of them are good.
Gotta admit,
There's barely ever
Dark
a
Souls 2
Citadel
DLC.
or Left Behind going out. That's like 1 in a million, honestly.
Yeah.
But
What were
if
you
there
gonna
was
say? Dark Souls DLC, Scott?
if there was a Dark Souls 2 DLC, you'd be on it.
Oh yeah, totally. But like, I'm
Yeah,
the kind
I
of
would
person
too.
that buys single player DLC. You guys know that. So
I would buy single player DLC. I bought all the DLC for Skyrim. I love Skyrim.
yeah,
I would if it
Generally,
was the
I
right
don't.
game,
If
the
I have
right
it, it's because
time.
somebody else bought it for me.
yeah.
Well, here's another question for you. Now, Call of Duty has just been announced. All right,
Yeah.
that game literally was just announced yesterday.
Yeah.
The DLC, literally several hours after that announcement, was announced with the game.
After the leak, let's say.
After the leak, do you guys think that announcing DLC so quickly, like right after the game has been announced, is a good thing? Like,
No.
honestly, like, I don't think that it. Personally, I don't think it is because
I don't. Yeah.
because it means that the game is rather not finished, and they need to put DLC out in order to finish the story mode or whatever they're trying to do. Or they're just trying to piggyback off the success of the game and saying, "Hey, here's DLC right away for you with extra maps and guns and stuff."
Well, I don't think it. Well, they said they're gonna. They said it hours after, but I don't think they're gonna release it right after they release the game.
Well, no, they're not going to do that. But like, it's already announced. The DLC will
announcing it,
be
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
I mean-
it's not like 4 months after the game comes out. Oh, there's DLC coming out for the game now. It's
I mean,
like
they're just trying to
literally
go right
after the
for
game.
the DLC.
I don't think that's quite the problem yet.
Yeah. Like
I don't think it's quite the problem yet. The problem would be would the day one you have to pay $10 for a map pack.
That would be a problem.
That would be a problem. As of now, it's like DLC is kind of a thing for multiplayer games, so
Why not?
Yeah, I mean, like, here's the thing. Like, Namish and I had this discussion before about the fucking Javik DLC for Mass Effect. Like, that came out. It was available day one. If you got the collector's edition, you came with the collector's edition, and everyone else had to spend $10 on the first day to get that character that I thought was pretty integral to the experience. You agree, right, Namishin?
Oh, most definitely.
And it was like
right,
clearly,
and that's the boat. That's on the boat. That's not cool.
Yeah, that's
a little
not
different
cool.
From
but there's
that's
this.
a little different from announcing that it's going to be there, but way down the road.
Yeah, but like they were saying that there would be DLC, but like the aspect of it that we don't see is that like the game is finished as we know it 2 months before it ships, right? And then they do bug crunching for a couple weeks, and then they press it to go gold. And then in that like month and a half that they have, that's when they start developing DLC, and sometimes that will be ready by the time it needs to ship. So like there are two development cycles just kind of overlapping there that us and general people just don't see.
Yeah.
Our timer is running out, but I'll say I feel like I'm with you, Greg, that I'm not a big fan of them announcing DLC and season passes before the game's even out. it is kind of like trying to reassure the customer that don't sell this game back because we'll have more to give you if you buy this season pass on day one. And by selling season pass on day one, they can kind of guarantee at least some money from these customers, even if they're not going to play it. That's why season passes were made.
I see it worse if a company says, "Hey, they leak a game," and they're like, "Oh, hey, we're gonna have a patch day one."
That's a whole.
Every game
different
has a patch day one now.
That's day one. Every game is broken. Just
Yeah.
get used to that.
That is another conversation that we will have all the time. Any other closing thoughts you want to throw out there? Nabishin, you didn't get to say anything on that last one.
No, you pretty much said everything that I wanted to say.
Okay. Scott?
I'm good.
Okay. Just making sure. We do have a couple few comments from our YouTube chat that I do want to point out. Before we close out the show. Let's see. Harold says, any games coming out this month you're looking forward to? Mario Kart, Sports Friends, Record Run, Retron 5. Yes. Mario Kart. Transistor.
Mario Kart.
Mario Kart and Transistor are at the top of my list. So, anybody else? Watch Dogs? Anybody excited for Watch Dogs?
Yeah.
That is
job.
everyone.
Took it away from me.
Just. Evan, Mark Griffith says, Evan, you need to play Uncharted 2. It's such a good game.
I know. I just. I know.
And Mark Griffith. Mark Griffiths puts this beautifully. He says, Double Dash is and forever will be the pinnacle of Mario Kart. And that is so beautifully put. And he says, you can kill all the way, but Risei over Chie. Let's see. Mark also has 3 more comments. If people own both consoles, they'll probably buy the version of the game with exclusive content. True. I would. Unless, honestly, the PS4,
Right,
Xbox
again,
One generation is
the game, not the system.
yeah. The PS4, Xbox One generation is different because like I was talking to actually Zach and Jacob after PAX, and I was like, well, Zach only has an Xbox One, so if we get Evolve, we should just get on Xbox One because me and Jacob have both. And he's like, yeah, that's fine. And then I was like, but if the game only runs at 720, 30 frames per second on Xbox One, fuck Zach. I'm buying it on PS4 where it'll run at 60 FPS.
Just make Zach buy a PS4.
Yeah, right. So like that is now becoming a thing, a problem. But that could change.
Yeah,
if
they need to iron that shit out really good.
Yeah, they do. Mark Griffith says, store exclusive DLC doesn't affect where I buy my game. I just go wherever it's the cheapest. There you go. He says, I miss the days of expansion packs. I think we all do. I like the expansion packs. All the PC games. All those Sims expansions. God.
Dude, I do not miss that at all. I do not miss that at all.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
All right. Well, I think that's enough Irrational Passions podcast for you guys. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you to Nabishin, Greg, Evan, and Scott. Thank you again, Greg, for that excellent closing topic, as per usual. But, yeah, I hope you liked that discussion. If you like this, again, check out IrrationalPassions.com. I've been your host, Alex O'Neill. Play your games. Stay rational. We will talk to you guys next Friday.
Hooray!
Huzzah!
Alex, have
Titless.
you seen the latest
The latest what, Evan?
Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Yes.
OMG.
You saw Cap 2, right?
Not yet.
What?
I know!
They fucking ruined it all for you. Don't say anything, because Nabishin hasn't seen it yet, so...
And I haven't seen it
No.
either, and I will find you.
I'm too
and
broke.
I will kill you.
I will go with... Greg,
Wait.
if you and Nabishin want to go and see it together, I'll go with you guys.
It will have to be in June or sometime afterwards.
We could do like a matinee where it's like a $6 ticket.
I'd be down.
It would have to be in June. I have nothing to spare.
Okay. All right.
Don't buy salt. Gotta fix me. Brain blast. Lego Star Wars to complete stuff. Car games on online cycles. The Wars Time Paradox. Hey, listen, Nidhogg. More like Kevin Dreamy. That's not Obama's fault. Cooking Mama Forest mine. Bayonetta 2. Bye.
I like how 2 is spelled. It's gotta be right?
I'm good.
All right, Scott has to say the title. I don't care. He does it best. So
How about instead of having, there's gotta be, because you know what this is, right?
yeah.
This is me ripping off of who the fuck is it?
Me?
South Park character that does this.
Oh, Jimmy.
Jimmy, there we go. There we go.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Sorry, I'm ripping off my day calendar. Irish American Heroes, John L. Sullivan, October 15th, 1858 to February 2nd, 1918. It's an Irish Facts calendar.
All right.
Yeah, well, Scott, you have to do it.
Okay.
I'm not going to sample it. It's too much work. Who wants to say the number? Evan, say the number. Please, it's 177.
All right. This is Irrational Passions episode 177.
Yeah, have it to the title.
Stop.
All right, start us off then.
That was perfect. Oh, all right.
Stop.
I'm